Just because, I mean, most festivals, they don't have like a city locked in. Where's
Coachella? I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah. Can you tell me where Coachella is?
Not this year.
So, who's to say? It could be anywhere. Billy McFarland, of course, we were talking about this, I don't know, it feels like last week. I mean, it feels like 2 years ago. Maybe 7 years ago. I don't know. Pre-pandemic. Billy McFarland, of course, the brain and the face, along with Ja Rule, behind the original Fyre Fest, which, I mean, and people even spin that as a negative. It's like Fyre Fest as a festival, a traditional music festival, did it succeed? No, maybe as a traditional music festival, if you're thinking like, oh, let me box myself into traditional definitions of things. No, maybe by your standard, very, very limited definition of success. No, maybe it didn't fit that.
You mean like with performers and
yeah, it didn't have performers per se.
But hey, what's wrong with taking a big swing? Sometimes you're going to miss.
And it led to 2 great docs.
Right?
That's the point. How many music festival? What's a music festival with a better doc? Maybe Woodstock 99, maybe. And I don't even say that was the Woodstock 99 doc was great, but it wasn't better than both Fyre Fest docs combined.
There was no SA in the Fyre Fest docs. There's a lot of.
There was a guy who was going to blow the guy for water.
Yeah, but that was like,
and that guy didn't want to get blown for the water. So technically,
he was cooperating.
The fact that he was ready to go in, he's like, I'm going to blow this dude. And the guy's like, what? I was thinking like a small payoff or something. Like a little bribe or something. What? What are you talking about? You've been watching too much White Lotus, dude. I don't want that. But yeah, but I do feel like culturally it was a success. I think Fyre Fest, when you really break it down, it set out to be a cultural movement. This was not a festival for music lovers. This was not, and it never claimed to be. Like, Lollapalooza, when it first started, was all about the music. Perry Farrell did Lollapalooza, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. And he loves music. That's why he makes it. So he's like, let's do a festival for people who love music. Woodstock was about peace and love. They failed in 99.
Yeah.
They burned the whole thing to the ground. But originally, they did very, very well. Fyre Fest wasn't about any of those things. It was just about being culturally relevant. And it was, and it still is, culturally relevant. I would say Ja Rule, it's like he's known for 3 things. Number 1, what would he be without his baby?
I knew you were going to say that.
Right? Number 2, that Wanksta was about him.
Yep.
Number 3, Fyre Fest.
Number 4,
lots
of empty rows in his concerts.
I put that along with the Wanksta thing.
But purchase tickets.
To be fair, based on the purchaser, I couple that with the Wanksta thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you got to umbrella it with 50 Cent.
I'll just say 50 Cent humiliating and ruining him.
Yes.
Is one sort of big umbrella. And that's probably the biggest thing. I always thought What Would I Be Without My Baby would be the number 1. But
time has said differently.
Honestly, it's probably the number 3 at this point. It's probably 50 Cent 1, Fyre Fest 2, What Would I Be Without My Baby 3.
Yes.
But that's to Billy McFarland's credit, right? That he did create this thing that remains very, very culturally relevant. And I don't think he gets a lot of credit for it. Some people said it was fraudulent, which,
haters.
But also, they bought tickets, so whatever.
Buyer beware, is that what you're saying?
I think buyer beware. It is a buyer beware scenario. So, yeah, I mean, all these haters are coming out of the woodworks. Like, Billy McFarland's like, good news, we're doing Fyre Fest 2. They're like, where? He's like Isla de Mujeres. And Isla de Mujeres or whatever is like, no. No, he's not doing that here.
What?
No. ¿Qué? They're like, no, that's not happening here. And then Billy McFarland's like, big deal. It's happening at Playa del Carmen. And then the Playa del Carmen is like, no, what? No, it's not. And he's like, would you guys stop? You're ruining everything. It's not cool at all. It says the Mexican government in Playa del Carmen says that no Fyre Fest 2 event is taking place, even amidst the $1.1 million Prometheus pass that is still available for sale. So we went over these tickets. We went over the ticket prices. And I believe that they are still available for purchase. But, as of now, according to these places, the government, these locations are incorrect.
I've been around enough to know you can't trust everything the government says.
No. If there's one thing that we've learned in the past few years,
Yeah.
the government lies. Billy McFarland does not. TMZ has obtained text messages sent by Firefest event producer. Why are these Firefest producers if they're the ones?
I think this is actually a positive for them. They're saying they've got the receipts that the government, who is saying no, we never intended to do this, they're lying.
Okay, this was sent. You guys making any progress? LOL, no. Mexican government is a joke. Honestly, this actually feels like the Mexican government might actually be quite good. Because they're like, no, you can't do this here. And then, I'm telling you, that's a true story. By the way, if somebody ever writes back, if you write something like LOL, Mexican government is a joke, and the responding text is, I'm telling you, that's a true story.
That's true.
Understand, this is being screen grabbed and sent somewhere. That is the most...
Tell me more.
Yeah, why don't you tell me more, but I'd like to not be presenting any information for when I send this text message out to everyone. And then whoever this is wrote... Okay, so, and by the way, the blue bubble is from... I don't know where the text message came from, but the Firefest event producer is Gray Bubble, so it's not the blue bubble.
Yes.
He writes, they fucked us. We're going to start exposing. We have all the receipts. As of now, we won't be hosting a festival in Playa.
See?
Well, that's not what Billy said. They posted on X, Instagram, etc., giving their blessing and support. And then yesterday, they say, we've never heard of them. It's hilarious. I'm sure everyone's laughing. And then the person the rat, I will say,
Or the guy who's helping.
I would say the rat in search for cheese, wrote suggestion as an outsider. Again, before, not that I'm going to send this text message anywhere, but I'd like to reassert that I am an outsider, not associated with this. Suggestion as an outsider that's gotten lots of unfair criticism. Announce your regret of failing to come to an agreement with the Mexican officials sooner than later. Political unrest between the U.S. and Mexico made it difficult to meet certain conditions.
Something.
What are you talking about?
He's helping.
Are you saying that we can't get Firefest 2 up and running because of the current political state?
Yeah, then he says you're going to start seeing Americans kidnapped, mark my word.
What are you talking about? Don't you think this has more to do with the fact that the first Firefest was a disaster?
We didn't do anything wrong. They're just lying completely.
Oh, wow, no.
And at this point, we're not doing any event there, and we plan on making it very public and showing all the evidence. See? So this is helpful.
That's great.
We will move it somewhere else. I know what you mean, though. Fortunately for us, we're not based in Mexico.
It's just weird how often it's someone else's fault with
Okay,
Firefest.
but maybe it is someone else's fault.
A lot of people, There's a lot of bad people in this world, is my point.
Billy posted a whole timeline.
Yes, he did. And let's see, the timeline is, these are not receipts. This is just okay, there's some.
You're such a hate. Why?
Well, I just said when I saw it, it's not receipts.
Well, he wants to see the evidence.
I want to see the evidence.
I see a lot of evidence here.
Just small font.
Okay, well, it's in an Instagram post.
I feel
if we were on our phone, we could zoom in.
I feel like he left the whole email so you could see, listen, if it wasn't official, would it have Playa del Carmen in the signature?
Those are their sponsors.
No, I think he's showing.
I see. Yeah, Playa. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
look.
see?
It's the Playa del Carmen government signatures.
Don't be such a hater.
No, I'm not. I'm with you.
Look, Fire has operated as a good partner with the PDC government and has followed the proper processes and procedures to lawfully host an event as outlined below. And then he gives a timeline of all the permits that they filed.
March 12th, artist invitation letter. Okay. An official invitation letter to share with potential performing artists. So that's like saying, okay, we're going to, we have a location secured. Now let's get some artists. March 18th, government issued the initial event authorization permit for Firefest 2. Okay. March 18th, also, Secretary of Tourism, agreed to Firefest 2. Oh, okay. March 19th, they issued a bill for a special event permit fee. March 24th, submitted payment for a special event permit fee. March 25th, submitted a payment to the government for additional permit fees. March 26th, the Playa del Carmen government issued the environmental permit for Firefest 2. March 27th, Firefest 2 held a live press conference in collaboration. I mean, I feel like that was an Instagram live. That's not 100% the same thing.
No, it was a live press conference.
Well, I guess it's a press conference for...
Technically, it's
like Gen Z press conference. Yeah. That's Gen Z's like live press conference. You mean on IG Live? And they're like, yeah, dude.
Like a group FaceTime?
That's right. That's what it was. Yes, it was. IG Live. March 28th, the government shared their official support for the event on their Instagram account. I know. Look, all this is saying that yes, I think Playa del Carmen is saying that there are like all this says is they've gotten permits to do an event.
Right.
But the event's supposed to be next month.
Okay, that's the event.
But you're supposed to be beyond the permit phase by the end of March, no?
I'm sure you can fast track stuff.
I mean, a festival? This should be the festival for like next year. Like this is where they should be.
You're in the music industry.
Little bit, kind of.
You got a platinum record.
Double platinum.
My mistake.
I'm sure these are all like, they have dates on them and everything.
Okay, so let's say I want to do a festival May of this year.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, you couldn't pull it off.
At Playa del Carmen?
What if I had my permits done by the end of March?
Doesn't work. I mean, every artist that you'd want is already booked through like this year.
What?
Antonio Brown.
That's why you'd have to book, like you should be booking for 26.
Do they have AB?
Yeah, they got AB.
They have Antonio Brown.
That's the one person who's been announced.
AB's going to be there.
They got one guy.
But does he have a song?
No.
Okay, he's more just like a...
He was the one where you get to go snorkeling with.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I saw Billy's update. Yeah.
Okay, let's hit the Billy update then. Because,
you're such a hater.
Well, Troy has generally been in support of Firefest. You have been historically in support.
I was excited about it.
But what you're saying is that the idea of getting the permits done by March 28th to announce... Before we go to Billy, do you have the date, the advertised date of Firefest 2?
It was May or June.
Hang on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just to pull that off is insane.
But Billy McFarland is built different.
Well, I think you're late. It's in late May / early June. Okay? We'll figure it out.
Wait. No. Because you're buying tickets. So what is the date on the ticket? Go
late
ahead.
May / early. The ticket.
No. May 30th to June 2nd.
There you go.
Okay, that is, and you were both right. May 30th to June 2nd. Oh, okay. So he's got
Memorial Day week.
He's got almost 2 months.
So it's like,
why are artists booked Memorial? I mean,
it's that's like the summer's kicking off. Like everybody, all the artists that are going out probably have had these tours booked since this time last year.
Is Black Caviar booked?
No, we're not.
Well, Billy,
get on it.
Yeah. See, he can make things happen.
Black Caviar's in a regrowth phase right now.
Yeah.
You're at home making music. You're not on tour at the moment.
But I mean, you
could do a festival.
Billy hit me up.
You would do it in a second.
We have Black Caviar. We have Antonio Brown.
I mean,
that's enough for me.
Sounds like a party.
I'm buying that $1 million ticket.
It's going on May 30th, just so everybody knows. Yeah, no, it is a little. His receipts going like, see, I told you this was legit. We got the permits. Now we got a straight 60 to book all kinds of bands, and it's also you need enough acts to go. You said May 30th to June 2nd?
Yeah.
Let me see. 30 days has September, April, June, and
that
November.
hard.
So it's 31 days in May. So it's 30, 31. So you have 4 days. How many acts do you need for 4 days? I mean, 4 days is a lot for a music.
2 a night?
A lot of music, 2 artists a night?
Yeah, because it's not
for the
just,
whole festival.
It's not just music.
Oh.
If you watch his,
how much snorkeling is AB going to do?
You can snorkel. You can ATV through the jungle.
That sounds fun.
With like an influencer.
Which one?
A TBD.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we're wrong to assume that Firefest is about music or live performance at all. Ja Rule explicitly states in the previous documentary that they are about living like movie stars, partying like rock stars, and fucking like porn stars.
Thank you.
I forgot
That's
about that.
the Firefest experience. The music is sort of incidental to it. You hook up a couple Bluetooth speakers.
Right.
Someone's Spotify playlist.
Sure.
You're good. Then you hop on a dune buggy with AB.
That's
music's
what
just there.
That's what rock stars do.
Yeah, you masturbate in a hot tub, snorkel, fun.
Right. I get you.
You get the whole AB experience.
Because
Get a concussion.
Sure. I get you. It's fun. I mean, AB looked like he was having a great time.
We all saw the video.
I saw it.
He was having a blast.
Right. He was partying like a rock star. He was fucking like a porn star. And what was the other one?
Movie star.
Living like a movie star.
Okay.
All 3 boxes checked.
Okay, cool. Movie stars eat cheese sandwiches?
Well, sure.
Okay, cool.
When they're hungry.
Yeah, I guess so.
Anthony
They got to watch.
Bourdain's favorite food was like Boston Market mac and cheese.
Right. No, I was thinking about a cheese sandwich in styrofoam.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you could go down to like that lower level sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's the best food.
And at Playa del Carmen, I mean, there's some great food down there.
They probably have great
tacos.
cheese sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, those are just like restaurants, though, right? Like you just go to Playa del Carmen, go to the restaurant.
Yeah, but there's like really good tacos down there.
Right.
Yeah, so we're going to eat well.
So you go to the festival, but you just go to the restaurants that are already there?
I mean, maybe they'll have like a cart come over or something.
Get the local businesses to sponsor food trucks. That would be the move.
Payment,
Well,
TBD.
the payment?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, is the food part of the package?
You're getting points.
Point. Well,
Oh, is the food part of the package? Yeah, probably.
Or is
It
that
says the event description says electrifying celebration of music, arts, cuisine, comedy, fashion, gaming, sports, and treasure hunting.
Wait.
Treasure hunt.
No, but it's a celebration of food and treasure hunting.
Yes.
That doesn't mean that you get free food.
Like, hey, isn't treasure hunting awesome?
Right. That doesn't. If it's a celebration of food, number one, it doesn't mean you get free food. At a food festival, sometimes you go around buying food. So a celebration of food does not mean you're going to...
Well, eating the cheese sandwiches makes them realize how great food can be.
Generally.
Yeah, but they just aren't eating. It makes them appreciate it.
I see. So the fact that it's like a styrofoam cheese sandwich is like, isn't food great? I mean, other food. Yeah. Like now you know how bad it could be, which then makes you realize how good it can be.
Yes.
I see. And they'll be celebrating treasure hunting, you said.
I guess.
They're going to celebrate. I mean, I think conceptually treasure hunting seems great. Seems like something to celebrate. I love that. They're like, no, all the great stuff. Cuisine, music, art, treasure hunting.
I don't see anything about whether food is included.
No, it can't be included.
So just the celebration of food is included.
The celebration meaning there's probably food vendors there that you can enjoy.
Gotcha.
Right. And then feel free to celebrate it. Like this.
There's the tacos down. There's a place called Don Serling that is just the best tacos in Playa del Carmen. So I would hope that they would get them involved.
Or they're like, yeah, it's here, so go get them.
Yeah, they have a couple locations. Maybe you can.
Yeah. They have to-go boxes?
Sure.
So then, okay, that's fine then. It says access includes...
This is the cheapest pass.
Oh.
Ignite.
Oh, this is only $1,400.
Yeah.
Access to the festival grounds throughout Playa del Carmen. Kind of just seems like you can be at Playa del Carmen.
Transportation
will be provided in Playa del Carmen from our partner hotel locations and other gathering points on our provided shuttle service. This feels like when you announce that you're having a wedding and you just get a group discount for the hotel. It feels like that's what they did. They called all the hotels in Playa del Carmen and went, hey, can we have like a code? Is there a discount code we could give to people? And they said, yeah, here's the code. And then they announced Firefest.
Accommodations not included. So yeah.
Accommodations are not included. They're partners, but at $1,400, that's more the experience.
Yeah, but can you really put a price on this?
Yes.
I mean, you have to fly into Cancun, it says.
Oh.
And I think the travel from Playa del Carmen to Cancun is like over an hour.
Okay.
Oh.
So it's not an easy...
It's like 40 minutes from Orlando Airport to Disney World. Big diff.
It's trust me, it's different.
I mean, it's very different.
It's just a different...
You're telling me there's no Magical Express taking me from Cancun to Firefest?
It's a different scene down there, trust me.
Right. I've done it. It's a different type. Yeah, the Magical Express is just pedal to the metal trying to go through some very shady areas.
It's shady.
Have you seen outside of Disney? It doesn't look good.
Is Playa del Carmen where... Yeah, that's true. I've seen that movie. Sandy Kane is just sunbathing. Is Playa del Carmen where you were for that wedding that you went to?
No.
Or you passed through it? Or
that was somewhere else more. Oh man.
It was even...
No.
It was further away.
It was further down. But I mean, yeah, you get off the beaten path in Mexico, it gets sketchy.
Yeah.
I see. Commercial flights are readily available in and out of Cancun International Airport. That's what they put down for travel. Hey, figure it out.
Yeah. The festival is here.
Yeah.
You have a ticket. Get your ass here.
Would you love to know the pre-ticket sales? Like, who saw this and was like, oh, you got to get a ticket?
I got to do it. There were some people that had the FOMO and were like, even if it's a disaster, I have to say that I did it. But $5,000.
Do you think McClure would let us expense a ticket just to see what happens?
Yeah.
I mean, like a one ticket.
One ticket to share.
Ticket just to see
Just
how
to share? Just a ticket?
Just see how it goes.
I love that, too, because at some point we'll let's take the show on the road. Now, we kind of spent the channel budget on one ticket to Firefest just to see how it goes. Although I don't care about taking the show on the road. I'm fine doing the show in this studio. I'd like to see how this goes. Like, wouldn't it be great to buy a ticket and then to be able to report back exactly what we got for the money?
Yeah, and then if it happens, like send Mike or maybe Danielle as a reporter.
That's right.
You go,
right?
Full report.
Oh my God, I would chase that clout.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the difference between Ignite and Fuego is. It looks exactly the same.
Well, it's like Ignite, but fun.
but $5,000.
$5,000. Well, if you're chasing that clout, I mean...
Fuego ticket.
Yeah, you need to go for the $5,000 ticket, right?
Duh.
Yeah, you gotta be Fuego.
My frugal ways don't exist.
Not for Firefest.
Not for Firefest.
No.
Because this is also kind of nostalgic.
Yes.
This is my high school years.
Right.
So.
Yeah, this appears to be a copy and paste of
it's literally the same thing. I can't understand why you would.
Fire Ignite is $1,400. The description is copy and pasted and put in Fire Fuego. Then Fire Phoenix looks like...
Fire Phoenix is different.
Yeah, a little more.
You backstage access.
Oh, that's right. You get to go backstage.
Pit side access to the fight pit.
I forgot there's a fight pit. Is AB going to be at the fight pit too?
Well, he did say in his video that there's a UFC champion that's going to be there.
Who?
I don't know. Chuck Liddell?
That'd be sick. The Iceman?
Yeah, probably.
I am dangerous.
Actually, you know who probably would be? Tito Ortiz.
Probably would be Tito.
I could see him doing something like this.
I'm just out there trying to make jokes at Firefest with him. He's mean mugging me back.
Not having it.
Never mind.
Ooh.
Not having it.
That was my favorite thing.
Have you ever been more scared?
It was so funny. Yeah.
Hey, you want to hear
being an American is a heel? No.
I don't know.
No. Good point. Good point, Tito. I was out of line on that one. Yeah, Billy's going to update us on what's going on.
All right. This was posted a week ago. So things change, but this was posted a week ago.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hey.
I have an important Fire update and news regarding the talent performing at Fire.
Can you pause? We've already seen there are some people. He's doing a little walk and talk in the streets of New York City, which, by the way, Billy McFarland, walk your ass up to the Sirius studio, okay? We will get you on and let you speak your piece and, honestly, do a very one-sided interview in your favor.
I tried.
I hit him up, too.
You did?
Yeah. Because I saw him on Bleecker Street. He had headphones in, though. He was walking real fast.
You tried to get him?
Yeah.
In person?
And he hauled ass. So I was like, oh, let me hit him on Instagram. Like, hey, man, I just saw you on Bleecker.
You guys are great.
Did you get a response?
Nothing.
You know what the response I got was?
What?
A link to the story announcing Antonio Brown was going to be there. I'm like, all right.
Man, bring AB with you.
I tried.
Can you imagine Billy McFarland and Antonio Brown coming in here?
That would be, I think, probably since Neil deGrasse Tyson and
Violent J
would probably be our best guest combo.
Oh, I would love it. And then we go like, you got any hot tubs? And I wink at AB. We know.
Yeah, it's up there with Bosco and Bichetti.
Yeah, it's major.
I mean, it's hard to top that.
It's major. Yeah, but you could see, I'm sure you can hear in his tonality. Very energetic, very loud.
Yeah, he's excited.
But he's walking down the streets of New York City, and we're already starting to see behind him people kind of turning and looking.
Yeah.
Because he's yelling into his phone as he's walking.
Billy Unleashed.
Billy Unleashed.
Two. First, I am so grateful to be bringing together 1,800 people who not only have the courage to take a chance on me, but have the courage to prove the impossible possible and the courage to be a part of history.
What?
He's a salesman.
He's a great salesman.
Hey,
I hope he gets.
You have the courage to do this?
I hope he gets ABBA to perform. Take a chance on me. Take a chance on. Okay, is that so? He's saying 1,800 tickets have been sold.
No. He's saying that 1,800 tickets are available. Because they're obviously not sold. You can still buy them. He's not going to lie to you.
There's a total of 1,800 tickets.
Yeah, probably. Start small.
That's not really a festival. That's more like a...
Start small.
It's a gathering.
It's like a club.
It's a high school reunion.
I've been to lots of festivals, apparently.
Yeah, with 1,800?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, couldn't we just do this in, like, a small room here in New York?
No.
Yeah, I mean...
That's not even...
you could go to a bar.
Theater at MSG.
No, theater at MSG is more than double that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically Irving Plaza.
Why does he just do Firefest at theater at MSG?
That wouldn't be fun. Where's the beach?
How are you going to go snorkeling?
Yeah, how are you going to go snorkeling? How are you going to go ATV riding?
Right.
Where's the beach? Like,
I think AB is closer to Playa del Carmen.
yeah, probably. All right, let's keep going. All right, Courage.
Before we get into the lineup news, I need to discuss what happened this week. On Thursday, we hosted a press conference at the Martina Beach Club, which is one of the official venues for Fire 2. Our production, venue, and hospitality partners and the government were all there and all spoke on their plans for Fire 2. This week, we will begin to release the lineup.
Nice.
We'll have DJs, rappers...
Wait. When did you say this video was from?
A week ago.
Well, maybe it's coming.
Yeah.
You said a week, so it should be.
I mean, Instagram says 1 week. It may have been like, 5 days, and they just reverted to like, it was March 30th.
Well, he didn't
so,
say
okay, it's
in
been
1 week. He
it's been
said
over
this week.
Yeah.
Which means this was the beginning of last week.
Was March 30th?
March
March 30th was Monday. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe he's on like a Monday to next Tuesday.
But if he said this week.
He didn't say in a week.
Yeah.
No, he didn't say in a week. He said this week. If you say this week on Monday, you definitely don't mean next week.
Things change. Announcements get pushed.
But you got to make sure the contracts are in before you can announce it.
Yeah.
How about the festival is on the 30th of May?
Relax.
I mean, it's coming. It's right around the corner.
You need to know the lineup right this second.
It's going to be awesome. That's all you need to know.
It is? Reggae
All
artists.
these festivals sell tickets without announcing the lineup. It's like the thing to do now.
There's festivals that like a month before, you're like, I don't know what the lineup is.
Well, not a month before.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
It's usually like a week or so after tickets are sold.
Yeah, we usually get that tiered poster pretty early.
Yeah.
Sunday, big font, little font. It's very, very small font.
Right. This is going to be a lot of very, very small fonts.
They got reggae artists and pop stars? Okay.
DJs, rappers.
Let's see.
Reggae artists,
Nice.
pop stars, but also athletes, divers, models, pilots.
Pilot. Well, yeah, they're going to land the planes.
They're going to be like, can we
I
stay?
mean, like, what's a famous pilot other than Sully?
Maybe Sully's
Sully
gonna be there.
Sullenberger's going to be there. They're going to do a Sully lookalike contest.
Bill Burr's a pilot.
Yeah, that's true.
John Travolta's a pilot.
Also, if I was a diver, I'd be like, what the fuck? Because he said athletes, divers. And the divers.
I'm an athlete.
What the fuck? What do you think I am?
Bruce Dickinson's a pilot.
Well, he didn't say celebrity pilots. He just said pilots.
I'm just naming pilots.
Ted Stryker?
Ted Stryker.
Amelia Earhart.
Oh, she's dead, bro.
Well, we don't know for sure.
No, now that would be huge.
That'd be major.
If Amelia Earhart returned at Firefest too.
What about the upside down Delta guy? Did we find out who that is?
No, but he's probably DEI.
Yeah, I think that was a woman.
Yeah.
You're right.
How else?
The lady from Delta. I forgot about all that stuff. All the tariffs, they distracted me from the DEI stuff. Yeah. The lady from Delta.
Yeah.
That could be a good one.
That would be a great one.
Huge. That
Photo
would
op?
be huge. Yeah.
She's the one that flipped the plane over?
I go, okay, now turn the camera upside down.
Oh, maybe they hang her upside down.
Oh,
That'd be
that's
fun.
great.
That'd be fun. Oh, okay. This could be a lot of fun.
See, you're coming around.
Yep. I didn't know they had pilots at the thing. Pilots are going to be there.
That's a choice.
Yeah.
Like, to promote that.
I don't know. I was going to go hang out with the models, but I heard the pilots are over in that area. I might go talk to them for a while.
So then I just push that button, and basically that's it until it's time to land.
You know, they say once you get up in the air, it's self-driving. But I tell you, once you get into a little chop, you do have to sometimes grab that wheel. Oh, man.
You ready?
These boring models over there are wasting everyone's time. Tell me more.
And creators who will lead the experiences for our guests.
Nice.
Fire is all about these intimate experiences. We'll have dozens of artists in a private party-like setting.
Oh.
Fire is all about the people you'll meet, the memories you'll make, and the stories that you will be able to tell for the rest of your life.
Ja Rule philosophy.
Yeah. Ja Rule's a little more crass in his description, but...
What was it again?
Well, they're going to live like movie stars, party like rock stars, and I don't know if this was too salty, but
go ahead.
Fornicate like porn stars.
Wow. And that's kind of what Billy's saying.
Yes, in so many words.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just the music.
Right. It's also the pilots.
It's the whole experience.
He didn't mention porn stars this time.
No.
No, well, they got replaced by pilots. Because they didn't have pilots last time. Yeah. So they'll have pilots this time instead. We're gonna
You gotta mix it up.
We're gonna live like movie stars, yeah. We're gonna party like rock stars, yeah. And we're gonna fly like pilots.
Huh?
What?
Huh?
What? What? Ja Rule's like, I'm out.
Pilots are known for being a sexually adventurous bunch.
Because they got the money. They all go to the same hotel and with the layovers and stuff.
They have flop houses, they call them, in different cities.
That's sick.
And flight crews go there and they have a good time in between flights.
I love drunk.
I love checking into a hotel.
Are they always drunk?
Always.
Yeah. I knew people that worked for an airline. They said the pilots are drunk and they try to fuck all the stewardesses.
I love when you check into a hotel and you see the whole flight crew come in. It's like, yeah, you guys are up to trouble. I know you are.
You want to hear more?
Yeah, that's basically going to be Firefest. It's like when you check into a hotel and a flight crew walks in after a layover. That's Firefest.
Guys, Fire 2 can only happen once.
It's true.
What?
Once it's sold out, that's it. There's no wait list. And just like the battle I'm fighting every day, there are no more chances.
We got to root for this guy. We have to root for him. What's the battle?
Severe depression and suicidal thoughts.
I'm broke. Okay, here's the thing.
Guy.
I'm broke. And if I don't win my battle, you can't win your battle. I need you to buy the tickets so that I can book the festival. I know the ticket, the ticket, that's your ticket, but the magic that the ticket makes, the magic is mine. And if I don't have the ticket, I can't do the concert. So you're not understanding what I'm saying.
Guys, I'm so fucked.
You got the touch.
You got the touch.
If you and your friends want to ATV through the jungle with the Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
What?
If you want,
That's right. Who is it? I
Brady?
don't know.
Brady? Is it Brady?
Don't know.
I hope it's Brady because I would love to ATV with Brady.
Could be Tom Brady. Could be the backup defensive end. Who knows? They all get rings.
Everybody is a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
So it could. I mean, Jalen Hurts on an ATV would be pretty sick.
That would be sick, but he's probably training for next season.
Oh, you think he's busy?
I'm going to assume he's busy.
Okay. What if it could be Lawrence Taylor? Did Lawrence Taylor ever win a Super Bowl?
Lawrence Taylor, did he? I don't know.
Yeah, it was one of those Giants teams in the early 90s.
Could be Lawrence Taylor. Could be Jason Kelce.
Could be Jason Kelce for sure. Lawrence Taylor won a Super Bowl and a WrestleMania, so I'm hoping for Lawrence Taylor.
He did, okay, so that kind of knocks out Lawrence Taylor because he did not mention any wrestlers.
That's true. And Lawrence Taylor is better known as a pro wrestler.
Yeah. And movie star.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
All right.
want to swim with the sharks with a pop star.
Yes.
With
or if you want to learn.
Yeah.
I mean, swimming with a shark already was enough. With a pop star, it's like, I don't know.
You and Katy Perry are going to go down there, see some sharks.
That sounds fun.
I actually believe that Katy Perry will be there swimming with sharks.
She's got nothing else
At this point, it's like, whatever we got to do.
What are you guys talking about?
Tour.
She's going up into space.
She's going into
right.
space.
She's going into space, fully makeup.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's that gal's trip they're taking.
Who's she going with? Meghan Trainor?
No, she's going with Bezos' fiance, I think.
Nice.
Katy Perry and
Gayle King.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. They're going to be like that group on White Lotus. Just talking shit about each other. Having sex with each other's crushes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a wild space trip.
No, it's going to be great.
You should do it. You should do it. I'm going to do it. Okay, go on, Billy.
Learn MMA in the beach with a UFC champion. DM me, and I will personally help you and your friends get set up. Let's make history, everybody.
Oh, swig.
I love the...
Wait. That's not the end of the video.
Yeah.
He said he was going to do a guest announcement.
See, that's the end of the video.
He said, before I get to the guest announcements.
Yeah, he said it.
What was the guest announcement?
UFC champion, pop star, pilot.
Which pilot?
Any of them.
It was the Evian bottle.
Yeah.
take a swig. Swig for the working man.
I
wonder if that's product placement.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Free water.
Yeah.
He also said a lot of words, so he was probably parched.
Or maybe he was
Billy
drinking.
says a lot.
You know what he's probably doing?
Without saying
He's
that.
probably taking a swig of the bottle of water, kind of winking at everybody, going, "You guys know how I got this bottle of water." You saw the doc.
I am fully stocked.
You know how I got this bottle. I didn't pay for it, that's for sure. All right, so
we're set.
Firefest 2 is a go.
Yes.
They're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
I got a bad feeling about this one.
No. No, you don't. Really?
It's right around the corner.
Yeah, I feel like there'd be more updates. Is there any updates on the official Fire Festival
No.
account? What do you mean no?
No.
There must be.
No.
Click on the Fire Fest. Yes, there is. I'm sure there is.
No.
What do you mean no? What? It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Oh, look. Media
there's media
opportunity
opportunity
for brands.
All right.
You're a
maybe,
brand.
maybe not Sam wants to get involved.
Sam, Sirius XM.
Fire
Yeah.
2 is Real Hoodie.
Okay.
I kind of want to order one of those.
Well, of course you do. That's
Playa is on fire, even though it's not going to be there.
But you can already buy the shirts.
Yeah, Fire Festival 2 is a real T-shirt.
He's selling.
Ooh, tie-dye. That's nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think he's just selling shirts.
I mean, that's one thing he's doing.
No, I think
merch is available before a lot of festivals.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You want to go there wearing the merch of the place you're at so people know that you're a fan of the thing you're doing.
People always want to do that.
Yeah. It's cool.
Right. Because otherwise you're stuck. You buy the shirt at the event and then you put it on real quick.
Yeah.
You want to wear it there.
Look, you can get this for Ian or your son.
Firefest 2 bucket hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's now pivoted and he's banking on the memeability of this and hoping that people just buy stuff that says Firefest 2 is real because it's ironic.
Tote bag.
Oh my god, it's so expensive.
Is it?
Yeah, a T-shirt is $70
Holy
Okay.
shit.
and a hoodie
Yeah,
is
he's-
$130.
Yeah, there's no.
You can't put a price on quality.
There's no.
The
By the way,
tie-dye is $100 for a
$100.
T-shirt.
No.
Yes.
Is that hand dipped? Is that a hand tie-dyed shirt? Because I would guess that it is a pre-made
How much is
stock
the bucket hat?
tie-dye shirt.
Bucket hat is $70.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God.
Drop in the bucket.
I'm not doing that.
No
He's
pun
not.
intended.
He's not. There's no.
How much is the beach towel?
He's just selling shirts.
$80.
80. See,
Yeah.
look, what do you want more? A tiny little bucket hat for 70, or you spring an extra 10, you get the beach towel.
I'm worried that Billy's in trouble.
What,
And-
financially?
Yeah, and he's just
he's
trying to.
fine.
He's like, fuck it then. We'll just sell merch.
Sweatpants. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah, those look really comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
He's fine. This is all fine.
Oh boy,
What?
Billy's okay.
Billy's fine. He's probably going to announce the lineup with an update today.
Somebody bought a ticket to this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody did. Mm-hmm. Like there's several $1,000s put into this, and that money has disappeared. That money is like a magical trick.
Well, yeah, I mean, the terms and conditions clearly state there are no refunds.
Did it state that?
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough. I
It's
mean,
in the
it-
FAQ.
it is on them. Like to buy a Firefest ticket with a no refund policy before artists are announced is like a crazy thing. Unless you just want to, be a part of what you think is happening.
Maybe you got the money to spend. You're willing to take a chance on Billy. You have the courage to take a chance on Billy, who is fighting battles
You know what?
every day.
I think I'm a coward on this one.
You are a coward.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to fight this battle with you, Billy, unless you come in. Unless he comes in and explains it to us, then maybe I could do it. But it's tough. It's looking tough right now. I will tell you, what do we get? 6.2 million people watching the season finale of White Lotus. I think it was up they said 30. It was up by 30% from the week before, not the last season finale. I think I read that.
Yeah.
That episode, if this was episode 8, episode 7 had whatever, and it went up by 30%. I felt good about it. This was the first time since Breaking Bad that I rushed through. And when I say rushed, I mean I still took everything in, but I binged everything, like not a season, the entire series, just in the nick of time to get to the live finale. Like I did, the last time I did that was with Breaking Bad. The only episode of Breaking Bad that I watched live was the finale.
Okay.
And I was right there at the buzzer and got it done, and boom, we're ready to go. I mean, I probably started watching the show 3 weeks ago, this White Lotus show. And I season 1, season 2, I was like, oh my God, we're going to do this. started plowing through season 3, and by I think Friday, I had wrapped up till the penultimate episode.
Yes.
I finished the penultimate episode.
You like that word, don't you?
Love that episode, especially when you use it properly. Finished the penultimate episode on Friday, so that way I was able to watch live and be a part of the finale and not get anything spoiled or not get anything. Because I mean, I was many episodes behind, even when they did the moment that the scene that a lot of people were talking about, which is the Sam Rockwell monologue, where Walton Goggins is just looking at him in utter shock, and I had to avoid it. Just looking at the screen grabs of it, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be a life changer for me. This is going to be up there with my favorite scenes. I can already see it. And so when I got to that episode, I was like, oh, I felt like a real accomplishment. And then to get there on time, it was good. I don't want to do any spoilers. I will say they have announced that they're doing another season, which is not a surprise. Old Schneebly has figured out a hell of a recipe
Stop
here.
Calling him that.
I mean, he's amazing. I'd say it with peace and love. And have you really put into context the fact that Schneebly has, one of, if not the right now, biggest dramas on television, and ends the season finale with a super high. And the same weekend, Jack Black has the biggest movie in the world, $300 million weekend for Jack Black. You got to look at School of Rock and say this, point. Whatever was going on in this apartment, they had something cooking. Because the cast of School of Rock, I had just wished that there was some kind of iCarly reunion or something, just so we could get everybody involved in all this joy. But they said there's going to be another season of White Lotus, and I am now, here's my only, I don't look for, if I either like something or I don't like something, right? I'm not one of these, well, I liked it, but, like, I kind of get annoyed when people enjoyed something, but they start looking for these little details. It's like, well, then you write a fucking show then, okay?
Yeah, I agree.
But I will say, I'm officially at the point where I'm going, I feel like the White Lotus brand, not the series brand, but the fictional in-show canon hotel brand, with all the insanity that has now happened at the Maui hotel, at the where in Italy was the Sicily hotel, and now at the Phuket hotel. I would have to imagine that this brand, from a PR point of view, is terribly damaged.
No.
People keep dying at these hotels.
People die at Disney World.
Oh. No, they don't.
No, that's true. They don't
die on the ambulance.
That's true. They die either in the ambulance or at the hospital.
Right. I mean, this is a ultra luxury hotel brand. To have multiple deaths happening at multiple branches, I feel like at a point you'd go, the White Lotus Hotel, isn't that the luxury hotel where people die?
Yeah, but it's all isolated.
Everyone?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like this season and the season before, it's multiple. It's multiple deaths. Season 2 literally opens with, how many bodies are there? Oh, yeah, I mean...
But that's an isolated incident in season 2. Meaning, like, it's not like you're in danger because you're going to the White Lotus.
How many isolated incidents? Meaning that's like saying that people who disappear above the Bermuda Triangle are all isolated incidents.
No, what I'm saying is,
at some point there's bad juju in the air.
No, what I'm saying is, like, it was like a personal thing. Like, yeah, those people died, but it was because of this, and this. It's not because, a bunch of people like stormed into the White Lotus and just killed innocent civilians.
Half the time, it's White Lotus staff that's going down.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. But yeah, I mean, no. I for two reasons. Number one, it seems very, very expensive, and number two, people keep dying. I'd probably go with a Hyatt or something like that. That's all.
Sure.
I'd probably pick a Hyatt.
Maybe White Lotus season 4 will be at the Orlando airport.
If that's the case, I mean, I'm locked the fuck in. If you had to stay at one of the White Lotuses, which one?
One of the ones that we've seen?
Sure, of course.
Thailand.
No. You like Thailand the best?
Yeah. Italy seemed more like a hotel almost, you know?
Because it wasn't as sort of on its own. Resorty, yeah. I still can't get over that. I would pick Maui. I love that Maui.
Well, yeah, you like the manager.
I'd work at that Maui. I go to the manager and be like, "Hey, man, anything you need, can I get you a cocktail? Anything you need."
I would have to revisit it. It's been years since I watched the first.
Oh, me 3 weeks.
No, it's fresh in your head.
Yeah. I'm locked in completely. Yeah, I did see some people, and I feel like this is the thing about the White Lotus show, that there were people that they don't like, and it happened for season 2 as well. Like, people forget that it's a slow build over the course of 8 episodes. Mm-hmm. The idea is that, and this is actually why I love the show, the idea is that you meet these characters, then you see these characters, even though they're like very left of center, you know what I mean? Like they're a little wacky. Mm-hmm. You can still justify the decisions that they're making. However, progressively, the decisions get worse and worse and worse, and then we get to the consequences. Mm-hmm. But the consequences generally don't pop up until episode 6, episode 7, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're watching the story play out.
Right, but you need episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order to get to a point where the consequences are actually justified. Right. Because that's what makes it such a visceral show, is that you go, oh, these are just regular decisions that I probably would have made. And now look at what's happening because of the decisions.
Well, yeah, they're making split-second decisions.
Right.
And they don't have the luxury of sitting on their couch and being like, well, I would have done this.
Yeah. I see all angles, and I would have, no. And then you can sit there and have the conversation. Yeah, I think this Mike White guy, he's a genius.
He's got problems.
He's got a lot going on upstairs in his head. He's got a lot going on. I wonder, I mean, how do you even pitch the show to HBO, like to start? You know, because it's such a sort of atypical show that, I mean, nothing about the description of it screams, this is a slam dunk. And if he's...
No, and honestly, like the first season was, you know...
lit.
Critically acclaimed, but it wasn't like this massive hit.
No, it has. It's very much like Severance. Like it's finding its audience. Yeah, this season
is when I really felt like everybody's watching.
Which is then, and then you get these nudniks going like, and I'm like, shut up.
What are they doing?
I didn't like the finale. Like,
I thought the finale was great.
I did too.
One thing I didn't like, which I'm not going to spoil. I already told you what I didn't love. But overall, it was awesome. And the second season finale was incredible.
Yeah, it's one of those where you're just sitting there watching the show, like biting your lip until it bleeds.
Yes.
Like, don't do it. He's doing it. Why would he do it? Yeah. And I love, and this is the same conversation that we've had about Black Mirror, I love that technically, for the most part,
so soon,
the endings are not happy.
No.
On this show, like and they're justifiable endings, and they're not totally clean cut endings, but they're not happy endings. And it just kind of ends too. It ends after the week.
Like, well, yeah, the lives go on.
They just go back to their lives now, and generally
you're just popping in for a week.
It's a bad week.
It happens to be a bad week.
It's a wild ass week.
But hey, Jack Bauer had tons of horrible 24 hours.
It's not. It's much better than 24. It's significantly better than 24. 24, they just pump episode after episode.
Well, there has to be 24.
No, I know, but they did so many seasons of it. No, there are dozens and dozens and dozens of episodes. There's no integrity left.
All right.
It's a terrible show.
That's one opinion. Wow, that's one opinion.
Sucks.
Cool toys.
Great toys. You could burn them. The original prototype was a little better, but
we'll never know.
No. Oh, yeah. And people associated with it are getting loved now. This Patrick Schwarzenegger kid is everywhere now.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, and you know what I noticed, and maybe it was just the way he was playing the character. He's got a very, and this is a compliment, I suppose. He's got a very Tom Cruise vibe, like the way he smiles, the way he
jumps on couches.
Yeah, kind of. People give him hand jobs.
Yeah.
The way he like has this like smile and is always acting like No, I'm just hanging. Like, no, everything's cool, but always looking to have control of the character I'm saying that he was playing. Felt very like Tom Cruise, like a young Tom Cruise could have played this character.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like the guy now.
He's the man. People
love him. And Arnold's like, yeah, that's my boy.
That is my boy.
That's right. I was hoping you'd do the impression. He got to be the breakout, and then Carrie Coon's getting love, which I'm happy about.
Always.
And Walton Goggins is like, it's almost like everybody woke up from this. This has been existing the entire time.
I've been with it for a long time.
A long time. You and I both.
Yeah.
You know that.
I mean, he's Shane from The Shield to me. I mean, that's one of the great characters.
I was reading last night about why he was in Sons of Anarchy, but he played a trans woman. And like, I was reading about how the decision was made, like how he played it and everything. And I mean, like when he played a trans woman on Sons of Anarchy, he didn't really interact with any of the cast at all unless he was.
Yeah, that makes sense, because I've read that he had a horrible time filming this season of White Lotus because he stayed in that depressed mind state the whole time.
This Walton Goggins, I've never seen anything like it. Like, he goes through this arc on the show where he's in this horrible space, and then he finally knocks himself out of it. That's all I'll say. And he literally looks like a different human being. And there's no makeup. He's dressed the same. His hair is the same. There's no makeup. Like, he's the same person, but just in the way he carries himself and in the way he uses his face, the tone of his voice.
When he sits down for breakfast.
I mean, he's a different human being. It's amazing, this guy, how like tapped into that character he was.
So yeah, he had a horrible time.
I get it. It seems exhausting. But he's probably having a great time now because they're crediting Walton Goggins single-handedly for making receding hairlines sexy.
Finally.
They're saying that Walton Goggins is a confirmed hunk, they're saying.
He is a hunk.
Hunk. And they're saying that he is making receding hairlines sexy. Now look.
Which is funny because he's for sure had work done.
On his face? Well, yeah, I mean...
on his hair.
You think so?
Yeah. There's older photos of him, like when he was on The Shield.
Interesting.
Where he was like really losing his hair.
Oh, interesting. So it might be one of those things where he got the follicles, but then he kept losing his hair and he went, fuck it.
Naturally, yeah.
Yeah. No, I get that. I could see where that front part of his hair, like he might be horseshoe bald.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Be,
and he put that front on. And he wouldn't be as hunky horseshoe bald. He'd probably end up playing the Uncle Rico part, which, by the way...
Great part.
We find out this guy, John Gries, is actually John Gries. Gries is how you pronounce this guy's name. And he's in everything. But Walton Goggins, to be fair, he's got big, beautiful fake teeth, which you gotta love.
You think they're fake?
These are the teeth I want. I told my dentist, give me the Goggins. Because they look great. But also, look, can you scroll up?
Of course.
A receding hairline, except you can pull off that outfit. He's not making the receding hairline is not what he's making sexy.
He's a very confident man.
He's a confident man. He keeps himself in amazing shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not a young guy. He's not an old man, but he's like, how old is he?
He is.
And what's his net worth? how
He's 53.
Right, at 53, when you can be in shape like that, I mean, you have to have a trainer, you have to have a nutritionist, you have to have a lot going on. Maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better. But like, yes, if you can be Walton Goggins confident, have Walton Goggins teeth, and have a Walton Goggins bod, and he's a handsome guy, yes.
He's a cool guy.
Also, receding hairlines can be cool. But that's all to say, Travis.
Those are his real teeth.
What?
You're thinking of Uncle Baby Billy. Those are fake.
That is exactly what I was thinking of. I was just thinking of Uncle Baby Billy, jet skiing, water skiing.
Oh, you started watching?
No, but I saw the photo.
Oh, okay.
I just thought it was great. Nude water skiing.
That's why he's the best.
He's the best.
He can go from this to Uncle Baby Billy
at the same time on the same network on the same night. But yeah, Travis, I think that if you are getting psyched about the receding hairline coming,
pumped.
Yeah, I think you got.
I hope my wife's paying attention.
I think you got a lot of work to do.
No, I'm good. I look just like that.
But I feel like you would go like, okay, well, Goggins is going to be my look, and you'd look at that shirt that he's wearing, and you go, oh, I got to go buy Tommy Bahama.
All the shirts.
And it's like that's not Tommy Bahama.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
No, I got to go buy Tommy Bahama and some linen pants.
You don't think I could pull that off,
bro? I'm telling you right now, if you started wearing for the summer, if you started wearing Tommy Bahama and linen pants and shades, and just like walked in here going like with confidence, you'd be the man.
That could be my new look.
I agree.
If he dressed like Walter Goggins on White Lotus,
in this outfit right here,
wearing shades, let his hair grow long.
He's thin like that.
I'm not. But I'm not in shape. I'm not as in shape
as you couldn't tell.
Look at
skinny enough.
Look at the biceps. You got it. This is sneaky. Everybody thinks they can pull off a shirt like this, but you know what would happen with Travis?
I would look like Kramer.
Yeah, they would like stick to the tiny little A cup that he's got. You know what I mean?
At least Travis doesn't have a belly. You know what I mean? Like
I got a belly.
He's got a tiny little pop belly that would stick out. You don't want that.
A little pop.
You know what you do then? What guys do is they wear the wife beater underneath it. Kind of keep it tucked in.
I feel like that's more of an Orlando look than a White Lotus look.
Okay,
but people do that.
They do.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
I'd like to see it, Travis.
Okay. I appreciate you. Troy's always pumping me up, and you're just trying to tear me down. I'm having a moment right now.
You'd have to shave your chest, though.
Okay. Troy will shave my chest.
Troy will beat you. Then you guys will go on a boat together.
You're just mad because you shaved all your hair off, and now you don't get to be part of this movement.
You're right. And one thing about hair is, once you shave it, it's gone. It is gone. Shave it once, no dice.
You lost your chance.
No. I lasered my skull.
Guys like you and Troy have had it good for too long. Now it's my turn.
I should laser my skull.
You should.
You mean bald guys and guys with perfect hairlines?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Now it's time for us who aren't ready to let it go.
You should, dude. You should grow your hair long.
That would look so bad.
Badass.
You think it would be badass?
You'd look Michael Jackson bad.
Grow Scully.
Oh, a skullet.
Skullet. That's what it is. Skullet.
A skullet.
Skullet with a mustache and the...
Oh, you got to grow a mustache. Goggins doesn't have one here, but if you got to shave your beard, but keep the stash.
You look cool.
You want me to shave my beard?
Yes.
Yeah, but keep
For
the
a
stash.
Yeah.
Keep the stash.
You look cool, dude.
Schultz looked great with the stash. He came in here yesterday.
Pulls it off hard.
Doesn't Schultz look good with his
He looks
stash?
Great.
That's true. I didn't think about Schultz.
He looked great with the stash.
Well, you should start thinking. I'm telling you, bro, this is your spring.
But I can't wear sunglasses. I wear glasses already.
They make them now prescription.
You can get a prescription.
Yeah, you'd be amazed.
Can I expense them?
They started doing prescription sunglasses.
All right.
He can expense it, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I'll take it to my guy.
I don't think so. Shut up. Yes, you can.
Company's in the toilet right now. You guys already went to Firefest.
Yeah, we already bought the Firefest ticket. I don't know if we could do Walter Goggins glasses too. Did you watch Schultz's special, by the way?
No, not yet.
I'll tell you what. You know why he couldn't? He had trouble conceiving.
I know that, yeah.
Because his boys weren't swimming. You know why they weren't swimming?
Why?
Hair pills. He was taking hair pills. He
You
got
don't
that.
take hair pills.
No.
Yeah, you're fine.
You could tell. You had to ask?
Did you just ask him if he took hair pills? He'd have to sue his doctor.
Yeah. He like, what is
Did he
this?
take hair pills? Who sold him to him? Billy McFarland? No, I just mean the cost that you pay sometimes for those hair pills.
Yeah.
Schultz has a great head of hair, but there's a whole ordeal.
I'm all about this, Travis. Spring glow up.
Oh, yeah, this is the glow up. I had to find my glow up.
You're saying Tommy Bahama shirts?
I'm
Linen
going to
pants?
say Tombolo.
Okay.
We'll go down to Tombolo down the Lower East Side.
I don't know
Yeah.
who that is, but
Oh, it's
you'll show me.
It's good.
Yeah, you got to go a little designer. You got to have it's got to be a good shirt.
I don't know if I'm financially sound to do this.
It'll be fine.
I'm trying to pay for Disney. Oh, I could wear it to Disney.
Exactly.
Plus,
Plus,
they got the pictures. They
and
last forever.
It'll pay for itself, dude.
How do you figure?
Nobody wants to pay somebody who looks like a turd.
Wait, I've been working here almost 20 years.
I know.
No, Sam's raising an excellent point.
Nobody wants to pay somebody who looks like a turd.
Okay.
But if you go in looking like $1 million
to where?
To McClure's office.
Into McClure's office, they're like, if he looks like $1 million, we should probably give him about $1 million.
You think he's going to give me $1 million?
I mean, not $1 million, but you got a lot of space. Yeah, I mean, it's.
Yeah. I've been thinking about giving you a raise.
Yeah.
You're looking really good lately.
You're looking good.
I mean, they don't say it, but they feel it.
Okay.
You got to go in there because if you walk in like you own the place, looking like you look now, nobody's going to buy it.
Look like I look now?
Nobody's going to buy it. If you want, you could have any energy you want right now. Yeah. Nobody's buying it.
You got to dress for the job you want, not the job you have.
I mean,
That's right.
I usually do. I wear crew necks now.
That's right. Troy wants to be on the cover of 17 magazine. That's why he's been wearing those UFOs. Because that's the job you want.
Yeah.
I'd put you on the cover.
Let's do it.
Fuck yeah.
You got a Hooters t-shirt on today.
That's right.
You look great, by the way.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Shout out Hooters.
You look like tacky, but like delightfully tacky.
Delightfully tacky.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was going for.
Okay. You pulled it off.
Yeah. No. You got to walk in like, I'm the coolest motherfucker that's ever existed. I have a receding hairline and I grew it out.
I own it.
Well, it's going to take me a while to grow it out.
Take those hair pills.
I'm not. You just told me why I shouldn't take.
You don't want to have any more kids.
But we just talked about Schultz and why I shouldn't take the hair pills.
No, because Schultz is fucking. You know what I mean?
He could get one of those semen transplants I read about yesterday.
I don't think he needed a semen transplant.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I know you could, but he didn't need one. They did IVF. It was fine.
I was thinking about getting one for myself.
Yeah, but you can't inject them orally.
Why are you pounding him?
Thanks, bro. Thank you.
You're running on all cylinders.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though.
What if I dress like Walton Goggins in Righteous Gemstones instead?
I mean, look, that's a good look. But if you start dressing like Walton, if you grow your hair out and start dressing like Walton Goggins in White Lotus, you may not want another kid.
Mm-hmm. But I'm going to get one.
That wife of yours is going to need one. She's not going to be able to keep her hands off of Travis.
I mean, that's what you should want.
Yeah.
I bet you if we talked to your wife right now and asked her all these questions, she'd be like, let's do this.
I think she loves me for who I am.
Of course she does. Of course she does.
Not because you can hang with Leonardo? Or that guy who played in Fargo?
Okay.
She likes me for me.
No, I got it.
But if you were like, Lisa, what do you think about a glow up?
She'd go, yeah.
Yeah, she'd be like, hell yeah.
I'd be like, I didn't even tell you what it's going to be.
I mean, yeah, but it's not like, I don't think we could go backwards. And then this would be great because I'll go like Travis, like, we need to book better guests. And you'll look at me like this, like Walton Goggins looking back at Sam Rockwell. What? The day after Andrew Schultz, you're gonna tell me we need to book better guests? Yeah, Travis,
sipping on chamomile tea.
This ain't cutting it. Anyway, get me a chamomile tea. I got something else to tell you.
You better sit down for this one.
And Sam Rockwell shaved his head for this scene, right?
Yeah,
that's me and you sitting down for a cup of tea.
I think I'm good.
A lot of pressures being the host. A lot of pressure.
No, I get it.
I got to relieve those pressures.
Yeah, I get it.
Don't ask me when we go on vacation. Don't ask me where I was.
Then I started thinking.
Chris the teacher, what's up, bud?
Hey, morning, guys. How we doing?
Good.
I don't know if you've been keeping up with Righteous Gemstones yet this year.
Not
if
yet.
you caught any of it.
Mm-mm.
But Walter Goggins is showing dong like every episode.
Well, I think that's Uncle Baby Billy.
And I got to say, he's got a pretty good standing dong.
Do we think it's real penis or stump penis or fake penis? We think fake penis,
stump
right?
and fake.
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
I know so.
I like that Chris is like, no, it's real. No, you know what, Chris? Don't listen to Travis. It's real.
You know what, Chris? You believe in whatever.
It's real, buddy. It's real.
All right. I'll go to sleep thinking it's real.
It's real, buddy. Thank you. Chris the teacher is somewhere going, oh, my God, I've already told all the kids it's real. Walton Goggins answers the Righteous Gemstones nude scene question on everyone's mind. Quote, that's not my penis. My penis looks nothing like that whatsoever. Oh. Walton Goggins rules.
Yeah, it's a stunt penis.
I'm No, I'm in a very good place right now because even though usually I will almost want to avoid finishing a show like White Lotus that I'm obsessed with because, you don't want it out of your life. Mm-hmm. But I know I did this with Glee because I know, number one, I'm like, 3 episodes behind on Righteous Gemstones?
I think 4 now.
I mean, that's great.
Yeah, which is awesome.
So I'm behind on Righteous Gemstones, which means I'm going to have a hell of a catch up. And what are we, 2 weeks away from new Black Mirror?
If that, I think a little less.
We eating, fam.
Yeah, we really are.
Like, I'm good to go.
And then you, April 24th.
You! Oh my God, I'm going to have to burn through Black Mirror so I can get to you. I got to see what Joe Goldberg. I got to see what Joe Goldberg is up to. Joe Goldberg. I got to see what Joe Goldberg is up to. How he's going to get away with it again. You know what they should do? Have Joe Goldberg stay. He's like, hey, this is what they do at the end of this season of You. He's like, I have to book myself a vacation. And he pulls out a key card to the White Lotus. And you're like, here we go. Crossover.
Sam, I hate to get you excited.
I love being excited.
You mentioned we had about 2 weeks until Black Mirror.
I said we eating, fam.
Try 2 days.
Oh. No.
April 10th.
Oh, shit.
What?
Whoa.
Oh, my God. You're kidding me.
You got a busy weekend ahead of you.
Oh, my God. 2 to April 10th? Mm-hmm. It's Thursday night?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Staying up late on Thursday. Oh, this is great. This is great. And my wife is like, I don't like that show because it makes me feel like we have no hope in humanity. Big deal. Big deal. Go to sleep then. Go to sleep. We are watching it in this house. Wow. 2 days. I thought it was, oh my God. No, wait till you hear this.
Go ahead. Calm down.
Because I thought
Sounds like you just heard the pilots are going to be a Fyre Fest.
And we could just fly with the pilots? Wait till you hear this.
Okay.
Righteous Gemstones already banked.
Right.
Okay. 2 days until
6 new episodes of Black Mirror.
Until 6 new episodes of Black Mirror. 2 weeks after that, or 3 weeks, or whatever it is, new season of You. Mm-hmm. You know why I thought Black Mirror came out on the 20th?
Why?
Because rehearsal season 2 starts on the 20th of April.
Oh. And guess what you got in between Black Mirror and You?
What?
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania is happening too.
Got a busy
April's your month.
Everything's coming up, Sam. Wow. If I'm not picking up the phone, you guys know why.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have so much to watch.
Just try wiping that smile off your face.
You're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to. Are you watching all those programs I just mentioned, every single one?
No, I'm not watching You.
You're going to miss it.
That's my wife's program.
That's going to be good. Well, then she and I will talk about it because I'm sure
you will.
I'm sure we'll have many fan theories.
She already got me sucked into one program already.
Is that like getting sucked into a phone?
Yeah.
What program did you get sucked into?
She started watching the new season of Love on the Spectrum, and before I knew it, I was totally in.
Love on the Spectrum is a great show.
You know what? It really is.
Because it's the opposite of Black Mirror. Love on the Spectrum is when you watch Black Mirror and you're like, we are toast. We're done. I hate everything. Turn on Love on the Spectrum and like the amount of love, for lack of a better term, and absolute hope and joy that will exude from your body.
Just makes
it's
you
the
feel
best.
good.
Yes. It makes you feel good. Love on the Spectrum rules.
Now I'm probably going to go back and watch the other seasons.
The other seasons are incredible.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh, yeah. Some of the people on those seasons are like some of the most lovable television characters of all time.
Yeah. I'm totally in with that. I thought it was going to be this mindless TV that she usually watches.
No. It's
Well,
foundational.
isn't it like mainly the same people every season, kind of?
I think there's some new people this year.
Oh, okay.
Because she was mentioning that.
I think they do it like 90 Day where they have their favorites.
I think like a lot of them were coming back from other seasons, but there were a few.
Like Abby. Abby's iconic.
Abby's iconic.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I liked it.
Absolutely. And you know what I like? I like that they all know exactly what they want and what they like and who they are. And regardless of if things are difficult or it's difficult to find a mate or whatever it is, they're unshakable. They don't change who they are for anybody. And we could all take a lesson from that.
No, I was watching What's-His-Face meet Jack Black on Kelly Clarkson's show.
That was the best.
He so happy.
Freaked the fuck out.
Freaked out. I was like when I met Kiefer.
It is like when you met Kiefer. And I love, too, like, he gave Jack Black a big hug and then, like, talked his ear off immediately. He wouldn't let him go and just kept talking.
Jack had to take his glasses off because they were fogging up from Tanner just talking too close.
I think you're a great actor, and I think you're a great singer, and I love you so much.
We're going to get your phone number, and we're going to work out?
Yeah. Do we have that?
I mean, I didn't have it ready, but yeah.
I'm sure it's very accessible. Mm-hmm. Tanner from Love on the Spectrum, he went on the Kelly Clarkson program, and in the past, he loves Jack Black. And what's not to love at this point? You know? Wait till he sees Minecraft movie. He's going to lose his shit. He's great as Steve. But he goes, they trick him. They say Jack Black's going to do a video for him, but he doesn't know. Jack Black is actually waiting backstage for Mr. Tanner.
So we know how much that you've enjoyed that video, so we asked Jack if he could make another video for you, so check this out.
Okay. What's up, Tanner? Jack Black here. I still cannot wait to meet you in person. But I'm on the road with a Minecraft movie right now. But luckily, I have insane ninja kung fu powers, which means I can come through these doors, and I'm gonna see you right now when I come through these doors.
It's so heartwarming.
Jack, I'm your biggest fan. You're a great actor and a good singer. So I'm happy to meet you. Oh! Jack, I'm happy to meet you. Hey, Jack, this is Liz, my younger sister.
It's so genuine.
It's so genuine.
It's so genuine.
You're here.
And we all have these hang-ups where we all, you know what? This is what I wanted to do when I met The Undertaker. This is who I was in my head when I met The Undertaker. But instead, it was a handshake. Nice to meet you. I'm Sam. I'll be hosting the panel. You know,
that's how you wanted to be when you met Kanye.
No. I mean, yes, but that was the old Kanye. That was the old Kanye.
Wanted.
Yes. For the record,
Zombie, I'm so happy to meet you, Rob Zombie. I love you.
I basically did that for Rob Zombie. That I think I did.
Can we take another picture?
He's
and
like,
another one. Like the same one.
Yeah. One time I met Rob Zombie, and it was the third time I had met Rob Zombie, and I had taken pictures with him the previous 2 times, and in the third time, I had him autograph the 2 pictures, and then I asked him to take a picture, and we stood together, and right before the photographer's finger clicked the button, Rob Zombie said next to me, I don't know what's going to make this photo any different than the other 2. And I was like,
has anything ever cut that deep?
Because he also didn't mean it mean. He was kind of being funny. You know what I mean?
Like, what do you? But at the same time, he's like, what do you need another one?
Did you feel dumb?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Probably never going to ask him for another photo again.
I have since asked him for more photos. I've taken other photos with him since then. Yeah, no, you do, because there's no response. I don't know how to answer that question. I'm like,
yeah, you're right. I do already have one. I actually have 2.
Yeah, you signed them both just now.
Well,
and
like,
Kanye,
if you were to meet him again,
Kanye, take a picture.
Well, yeah, you don't have hair anymore.
I need a new Rob Zombie picture. You're right. And
then Kanye, you would take another picture with.
That'd be tough right now. I don't know if I would go that far. I met Kanye the same day that he told Sway that Sway doesn't have the answers.
Oh,
it was old Kanye. We still liked Kanye back then.
Got it.
You know.
Before the Klanhood.
It was way before the Klanhood.
When you were going to get the tattoo.
Right.
Oh, can you imagine if you had done that?
I would have been fucked.
Kanye, can you sign my arm?
Because you know what would happen? Because I work with a-holes. And you guys probably every 2 days would have been like, hey, Sam, what's that on your arm? And I go, we talked about this. Why you keep bringing it up?
Would you, get it removed?
Oof, you would have to.
I mean, I don't know. I would want to, but then also I wouldn't want to for the bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but every time you're lathering yourself up in the shower, you would see it.
That's true. And I do love to lather and look at my body.
I would not be able to keep that.
No.
Getting the removal is part of the bit. I have 2 regrets right now that I'm getting removed.
Really?
Yeah.
You're getting tattoos removed?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Now, is this a totally bothered, or were you totally bothered by the tattoos?
Yeah. Like instantly, like same day.
Wow.
Oh my God.
It was so stupid.
No. Okay, so how old were you when you got your first tattoo?
Oh, my first tattoo, 18.
Okay.
This was August.
The one that you regret was August?
6 months ago?
I got 2 on the same day because I chose them the same day.
And you were like,
by the way, are you surprised that she got multiple tattoos on the same day?
You love multiples. Because if it's like one is good, more is better.
Right.
Right. So you go, well, I want 2 tattoos, so I'll get both.
Yeah.
Right.
It was really like stupid and sketch and like cheap and weird. Like the second
Oh
one,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
The other thing is you're frugal, and like tattoos are the worst things ever to get a discount on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I think, I'm more frugal because of this removal.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
To remove. Okay, so
You can't cheap out on that.
No,
And
you can't
painful.
cheap out. And I'm
how many
not-
tattoos do you have
painful?
total?
Very painful.
Yeah, because it's a laser.
Oh yeah.
How many tattoos do you have total?
Like 6 or 7 maybe.
Oh, you have a lot of tattoos.
I mean they're like random small ones like that, but the I got a big mermaid on the side of my arm.
Trevor's got a tiger on his chest.
Hate it.
That's right.
You
So-
hate the mermaid?
Yeah, I chose it an hour before.
Why?
I don't know.
Hit your whole arm.
Yeah, it's like my whole side of my arm.
Elbow to shoulder?
Is it Ariel?
Kind of. No. No.
What a waste.
Because what happened too is the guy just did it very poorly. So it wasn't until I thought
Can we see
it? Sure, but it's also partly lasered off.
That's fine.
I did the
That's
first
great.
session. I have the next one next week.
Did it hurt?
So well, I'm going to the guy who did Pete Davidson because I was like, I'm going to do this right.
Right. And also, kind of fun.
Right? It's part of the bit.
So was Pete here today?
It's part of the bit. But yeah, no, it doesn't hurt as bad because they inject you with the numbing shots rather than cream.
Oh.
And because the shots are so good, you don't feel the laser. But
But does
then
your whole arm go numb?
a little
Like
bit,
you
yeah.
walking around with like just an appendage hanging off your shoulder for a while?
Yeah, next Wednesday my arm will hurt. Anyway, so the smaller one is these 2 roses that I hate.
Why do you hate those? And I see that they're like, is that starting to get removed?
Yeah,
It's like brown?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not supposed to look like that.
Okay.
That was for free. I got it for free, and now it's
Well, you can't turn down free.
no.
So there's no
There's
meaning.
the mermaid.
Oh God, that's a horrible mermaid. That looks like a.
Thank you guys.
That looks like a
the head looks
tentacle.
like Medusa.
What's this one?
Kind of looks like a squid.
Why are-
that's Exit Zero. That's Kate May. That's unrelated. I'm keeping that.
Why?
It's a Jersey thing.
Okay.
Why? I mean, yeah. Why does she have such a small head?
Yeah, I know.
Her hips.
Yeah, I know.
I mean-
it's really bad, and that's not really what I wanted. But and then it was so dark.
Did you ask for a shrunken head mermaid?
Yeah, it's a tiny-headed mermaid with big hips.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's not what I wanted.
So did you look in the mirror and immediately go, "Oh no"?
No, here's the thing. I have bad eyesight when I don't wear my glasses, and I wasn't wearing my glasses, so I was
Perfect.
like, "Great, this is lit. This is so much fun."
So you went to a tattoo place wanting to get one for cheap without your glasses on.
Well, it wasn't
That was
even
the
a
plan.
place.
So
It
when
was
you
some
put it like
dude's
that.
house.
It was a guy's house. Oh, he's a tattoo. That's like going to barber school for a haircut.
Want to know the worst part?
Yep.
When I went inside to go to the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
I opened up. This is so bad. I should have just left. I opened up the toilet bowl, and there was at least like 6 shits that had been sitting there in the brown.
Was
toilet
it
water.
Was it Charlie Rose's house? Brimming. There were 6 shits in the toilet.
Yeah.
He just didn't flush. Was it clogged?
Yeah.
You didn't ask.
I didn't ask. No.
Did you use the bathroom still?
You went to the bathroom on top of it.
Yeah. Well, no. Okay. I think I just peed. I
Danielle.
had to go really bad.
Poor decision.
So you peed on his poop.
You peed on the poo?
You didn't flush before you went?
No, you
Maybe she
couldn't.
figured like
it was so
there's got to be a
clogged.
reason nobody's flushed.
Yeah, you imagine it clogging then and they blame her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what would happen.
Clearly
She'd
they
go
were
like,
not flushing
she'd
for a
go,
reason.
She'd go, your toilet's clogged. And he'd go, what'd you take a shit?
Would you take like 6 shit?
Would you take 6 shits real quick? You did that, not me. It wasn't like that before.
Yeah, I just chose to like move on.
So it's just a guy with 6 shits in his toilet that had a tattoo gun.
Block that out, and you're like, all right, let's go get this free tattoo.
How'd you find this guy?
And my friend.
Oh,
He's
perfect.
your friend.
Look,
Oh,
no,
no, friend.
Friend
yeah,
of a
through
friend.
Friends, yeah.
Those
and-
are all the
and-
best tattoos. Friend
And I
of a
went
friend.
with my friends though, and I made them go first, and theirs looked fine. So I was like, great. But the issue was, it was all happening so fast that like I didn't really look at the stencil to see what it was going to be. I was just looking for the size. And I was like, all right, size is fine. So then I wasn't focused on like, oh, the head is so small.
the
Oh.
details.
And also, so
The
what
devil is in the
happened-
details.
Exactly. I went home, felt fine, sent a picture to my sister, And she's like, okay, but what's going on with the hands? And then I like looked at it. And yeah, really went into
AI
like, panic attack mode. Like,
Yeah,
I was like,
6 fingers.
Oh my God. Yeah, I was like, you can't. No, there's no fingers.
There's no fingers.
No.
It's just limbs.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
who's
just
to say
like-
the mermaids have fingers?
It's like a tentacle. It looks like a tentacle with tentacles coming off
really
of it.
bad.
It's a
Well,
bad
I'm
one.
glad you guys are saying that because it's validating my decision to get it removed. Because
yeah.
all of my
Get it
friends, or not all, but half of my friends were being fake, being like,
They're
it's
lying.
beautiful.
No, it's
Like,
not beautiful. It
thank
looks
you.
like something in the shrimp family. Like
Right.
not a shrimp, but some kind of crustacean.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
but deshelled.
Like if you showed that to us without saying it's a mermaid,
Right.
I bet one of us would get it wrong.
Right. I would guess leech.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
It's not
Yeah.
good. It's not good. So, yeah, are you worried about insulting the guy who did it in his shit-filled house?
No.
Okay.
Never going to see him again.
No, why would you? All he did was tattoo your arm. Did he do the roses too?
Yeah.
Did the roses
In, like,
mean anything,
30
or you
seconds.
just like, I like roses?
No, it was kind of like partially I was like, oh, I want to get 2 roses for like The Bachelor because I always watch with my mom.
Oh God, the reason's even worse.
It's worse. I know.
Me and my mom used to watch The Bachelor all the time
Yeah,
Why are you making her sound like Irene?
because oh my God, she does sound like
I
Irene.
said it like that.
Because I don't know, there's just something like it feels like these decisions would be met with somebody who speaks in vocal fry all the time.
Yeah.
Like you don't, but I feel like you must have when you
happened,
did this.
I was like, yeah, just do it for free. Like, it's
Right,
fine.
exactly.
It's gonna be cute.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was horrible timing. It was August, so then I couldn't even like enjoy
Oh my
the rest
God,
of my
August.
summer.
So you're just rocking you're rocking arms out
Well, no, I was wearing a hoodie. Like I couldn't.
because you were so embarrassed.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, and I also hid it from my family. Like I hid it from my mom for like a week. It was bad.
Because you're a poor decision maker.
Yeah, and she can't tell me what to do, but she was like, make sure that it's something you thought about. Make sure that it might be discreet. Make sure that it's safe. And I said, no.
I'm dreading that. Like as a parent, how do you get there when your kids are old enough to make their own decisions and you're like, these are horrible decisions, but if I tell you it's a horrible decision, you're going to do it even more.
Well, and also I'm 22, but it's harder when these decisions are like when they're 16, 17, 18, because technically you do have a say.
Yeah.
So it's even harder.
But also you if you're 18, I still have a say, but you have power to go out and do it regardless.
Exactly.
But also as a parent, you never think you're going to have to tell your kid, by the way, make sure there's not like 6 shits in the toilet when you go to the place.
Or go to an establishment.
Go to a tattoo shop.
Go to an establishment with a certificate on the wall.
And somebody that has a lot of work that you
Yeah.
can see that,
On
they do a good
Instagram.
job.
You know what's always a good sign? You make an appointment. And sometimes weeks, if not months in
Like,
advance.
I really had to wait for this.
Right.
Right.
You've made an appointment with artists before,
All
right?
the time.
Yeah.
Did you have any tattoos that you've instantly regretted?
Not instant. Well,
Like she regretted it like the day.
Like she knew. She was like, this sucks.
I mean, I can tell you right now, a lot of them suck.
But did
Right, but like at the time.
Did you know after you got them?
Like
Yeah,
you
I
didn't
think
wake up nauseous for the next week.
What did I do? What did
I literally was like, it wasn't a nightmare. It's still there.
I think I more just came from the mindset of like, oh well, this is what it is. It's like punk rock. Like,
Right.
you kind of that attitude of like, okay, well, this is just.
I think also though, like you have a lot. So for me, it's like I just have a bare arm and then like that big
Yeah.
mermaid. So it was like, wait, this feels like I need to now either commit to like patchwork or a sleeve or something.
That is definitely one of those things where, like, sometimes you look at somebody who gets a tattoo, and like you said, if they have a lot and they get a bad tattoo, it's just kind of funny. It's whatever.
Maybe change it, cover it up with something new. You know?
Yeah. Or just like, it's part of the collection. Like, he's a tattoo guy. Or you look at somebody and it's like they didn't have tattoos, but they get something big, but it looks really nice. And you're like, you know what? That's actually really cool.
Right.
Or sometimes you will look at somebody and go like, you fucked yourself up.
Yeah.
That was a huge mistake.
Yeah.
That's how I would feel if I had talked to you like right after you did that. I go like,
what did you do?
Yeah.
That's how I felt. And that's why I didn't want to tell my mom, because I was like, you're going to tell me what I already know. And I like don't have the heart because I hate this.
That's nuts at 22 to be having tattoo removals.
Oh,
like,
my
it doesn't feel like you've been on the planet long enough to have regrets
Oh, yeah.
that require tattoo removals.
Or just get a bunch of other shitty tattoos and then just that's the look.
Well, I'm never getting a tattoo again.
Oh yeah, you.
No.
You're
no.
done.
Yeah, you will.
No.
You're done.
Mark my words.
Why?
After
Just go to
this
somebody
removal,
good.
this is so expensive. Like I don't even like any of my tattoos that I have from the last 5 years.
You don't like any of them?
No, not really.
Oh.
I have one of my dog eating a taco.
Why?
I'm a vegetarian. Why would I do that?
Did he,
I forgot
did he
you-
eat tacos?
No, like there's a picture of her when she's like a puppy eating like a stuffed animal taco toy.
Right.
And in the depression era of like COVID at like 3 a.m., I was like, hey, one of my friends was like, can you draw me some tattoos? And so he drew a doodle of that picture of my dog. And I said, word, I'm going to get it on my
And then
leg.
what did you go to, like a tattoo place? And
Yeah, I went to a real place. All
but
the
you
other
gave him the
ones-
doodle that your friend did,
Yeah.
and you were like, "This is forever."
This is it. And like mid tattoo, he asked me a question if I wanted to like fill in the spot, and I was like, sure, why not? So then like there's a spot on her that's filled in, but the rest isn't filled in, and everyone thinks it's a heart on my dog's body. I'm like, oh my god.
Does your dog have a spot?
Yeah, but it's like she has spots all over her head, but he didn't color in the ones on her head. So it's like we either shade the whole dog, or this is just like
Don't
an
just color one
outline.
spot.
Yeah,
Right. No, that's tough. That's tough. Where's that one?
that's on the like inside of my calf, like like that spot,
Yeah.
the typical
It's not a good
stupid
tattoo.
spot where everyone gets a dog related tattoo.
Sure.
Oh yeah, look at the spot.
Yeah,
You're going to bad artists.
no.
Troy's so mad.
These ones were fine. They did what I asked for. That was just on me.
Yeah, you have bad ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
My brain clearly isn't fully developed yet.
Why don't you just flush out an idea and then go to a good artist?
She's a poor decision maker.
But sit on it for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Sit on it.
All of these were
save
less
up.
than a month.
Yeah.
Do it right.
All these were like 3 a.m. Hey, are you free today?
Yeah.
And what place was doing tattoos during COVID?
Cool places.
It was like 2021.
Oh, I see.
So
Coming out of
Yeah,
COVID.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got tramp stamp?
No, some of my friends do though.
Oh, that's sick.
But at least you can't see that really all the time.
That's true.
Like this mermaid, that's why I'm getting the removal because I was like, wait, I haven't even worn a short sleeve shirt at all
Yeah,
since
when are you
August.
when are you going to be done?
I don't know.
I mean, it takes like
It's
4 or 5
Oh
treatments.
no, 6 to 12.
Oh,
And they're
it's a
over
big
$1,000 each.
And it's dark.
Over.
It
Over
depends how dark.
You're looking at a $10,000 investment to get that dumb shit tattooed off your arm.
You don't want to just get something
that
done
was
over
cheap
it?
anyway. No, because the
She's
point
gonna
is I
make a
just want
bad
my arm
decision.
back. I just want my arm back.
I just want my arm back.
And
Yeah,
if
no,
if
I would-
And if you do something over it, has to be bigger and darker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it could be cooler.
No, but I don't
You could
want
get a cover of the Chris Rock album Bigger and Blacker. Because that
could.
would be
That would be cool.
Yeah. Like Miley Cyrus's face or something.
right.
I'd be down for that.
Right. And then like a little speech bubble over it that just says just being Miley.
Or if it needs to be big, you can get Miley and Hannah Montana.
Right. Like Two Faces.
Yeah.
Or like Miley riding a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
I thought about that.
That's a good one.
I'm
That's
not kidding
great-
you.
Oof.
Like that day that I was looking on Pinterest and I came
What if I got
to,
Miley but on a it's like the most basic.
Right. I was like, should I do her tongue? Like, should I do her
Oh, totally,
Her mouth.
totally. Yeah, with the 2 fingers, like, yeah.
Like those were real thoughts. I'm not kidding. So
Yeah. No, you should not trust
get a
your
tattoo.
instincts.
No.
Never.
No, I don't think tattoos are for everybody. You're one of the people I think it's a bad idea.
Yeah, because I'm a very spontaneous but also indecisive person.
Yeah.
So those decisions that I for some reason end up making, 90% chance I'm gonna regret it.
And I feel like, you don't have the most, and forgive me for saying, over intellectual friendship group. And that they might encourage you to make poor decisions as well because they might also be poor decision makers.
Right.
Yeah,
these were like the tattoo friends.
the tattoo friends you don't need. I don't think you need any of them.
No.
Yeah.
Like the free spirit, like they have a bunch of tattoos. So I was like, this is no big deal. With you guys,
Right.
and the other friends, it would be like, we would never do this.
Well, it's tough when you're like hanging out with free spirits and you're like, I also want to be a free spirit, and then reality comes crashing down that you're really not that much
I
of
was
a
like,
free
who
spirit.
am I?
Right.
This actually sent me into like a really big identity crisis.
It
getting
did?
the tattoo. Yeah.
Because you realize like I want to be this person, and then you find out I'm not this person, like this arm belongs to somebody else. This is a free spirit's arm.
Yes. And it also started just because of how big and dark it was. I was like, no, this feels like a motorcycle. Like I was like, wait, no. Like this is.
It looks like a prison tattoo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, I feel like Popeye with his like.
Yeah, with the anchor.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't.
They all kind of look like prison tattoos.
Because there's no rhyme or reason to any of them.
In prison, they make you flush after each turd too.
I forgot about the toilet.
Cleaner in prison.
Forgot about the toilet for a second.
Yeah, you really got to question somebody that doesn't flush their shit.
I mean, you really got to question
6 shits.
You really got to question somebody that sees 6 shits in a toilet, pisses on it, and then goes, "Hey, will you tattoo me forever, please?" That's what you got to question.
Is it possible that as a constipated person, you saw that as a mark of success?
Oh, this man is obviously
he's killing it.
You are so successful. I'm so jealous.
Like, imagine going like, what am I going to do?
You really put it in perspective.
Oh, I know. I'll piss on this and then go have him tattoo me forever.
And pay for that.
And then give him some cash
and I won't
on the
even
way
put my
out.
glasses on to look at it.
No, I'll put my glasses on tomorrow.
Like I put my glasses on after a haircut to make sure it's fine.
Right.
Let me just check this out before I walk away.
Yeah.
When they're like, how does it look? I'm like, well, hang on a second.
Also,
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
It's a tattoo, right? Imagine I put the glasses on and right then and there was like, oh.
Well, at least you could have stopped.
Yeah.
And then just be like, stop right here. Let's not go any further.
But it's already done. I was laying down and then you get up.
You
when
could have been
it's
like,
done.
oh, no, this is actually shit. Can you like...
Well, she
do it
couldn't.
again?
I wasn't looking.
But you know why also she couldn't do that?
Why?
Because she was in free spirit mode.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And
anything's going to look great.
Yep.
She's like, all my friends were like such free spirits that they didn't correct the terrible work.
Yep.
Right.
So I can't correct the
Whatever
terrible
happens,
work.
happens.
Yeah.
It's meant to be.
So now do you have a tattoo removal friend?
No.
No.
It's all me.
You're on your own.
Yeah. My mom actually did come with me for the first one.
That's nice.
But now I'm just going to sadly make my way over there after.
$1,000 each.
How are you going to get the 10 Gs?
It's over. It's 15,000.
How are you going to get the 15 Gs?
Oh, not 15. Sorry. 1,500.
Dude.
1,500 each session.
Yeah.
Right, so you're going to need 10.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot. And you know what's even crazier? It's 1,000 for the mermaid and 500 just for the stupid free flowers.
I really
Like, it
think you
was
should
a
think about
snap
something
decision.
to cover everything.
No.
She got to do her whole arm then, because she did the buy one, get one free way lower on the arm.
Do like Rapunzel in her hair or something.
No.
Did you ever go to a BOGO tattoo parlor?
When I was 17, I traded a snowboard for a tattoo.
Yeah, see? That's
and it's terrible,
Oh.
but I don't care. It's still with me.
Right, but that is anybody that would tattoo you in exchange for a snowboard that you stole?
No, it was my snowboard.
Oh, okay, because you did. It wasn't one of the ones you threw out the window.
Yeah. That was. I got cash for that. No, it's this one. It's
is it the leg with the gears?
My leg is ripped open and there's gears in it, but
That
it
was
doesn't
for
even look
free?
good. Huh?
You got that for free?
You got that
for a
snowboard.
For a snowboard.
Snowboards are
And I was
How
underage.
much does a snowboard cost?
It was like, I don't know, $600.
I feel like that would be well over
That's a good
1,000,
tattoo.
don't you think?
Well, it's not a good tattoo
Okay.
because it looks like it's just a collection of gears.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't like the
They
gears
don't go together. Yeah, they're,
Right,
they're,
there's
they're
no
not interlocked.
machine.
And this guy wasn't a good tattoo artist.
It's like inside your leg is just a bag of spare gears.
Yeah, and like the colors look like shit.
You're right.
But this is like in the 90s when everything was like biomechanical. Everybody was on a biomechanical
See,
kick.
yeah,
Sure.
you
Or
had like
barbed
a fun
wire.
memory tied to that.
Oh yeah, I don't give a shit. I think it's funny.
I have Pam Anderson barbed wire tattooed around my arm.
Aren't you glad that we lived through the first like barbed wire and tramp stamp era?
Oh yeah.
And tribal tattoo.
Tribal armbands.
Tribal armbands.
Tribal arm. Talk about people doing their whole body in tribal.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you thinking?
We went through that. There are so many people our age that have tramp stamps and tribal tattoos.
This is very
Yeah,
90s
Goldberg.
too. I have the
Bill Goldberg?
Bill Goldberg.
Oh, if you went to a gym in New Jersey in the early 2000s, you'd see a lot of guys with jacked upper bodies, pencil legs, and tribal armband tattoos.
Taking their Ed Hardy shirts
fucking
off.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
This
Hell
is very
yeah.
This is very 90s too. The flames around the my wrist.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's like that band Lit.
Kinda.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what it makes you remind you.
Because I
of.
feel lit with
Right.
this.
Reminds
Right.
me of Foundry.
Yeah. That too.
Yeah, I'm very 90s with my tattoos.
Well,
Some of them.
some of them you got
yeah,
in the
that was the
90s.
era.
Yeah, I don't give a
Yeah.
shit. I don't
So
care.
what? You have a DeLorean tattoo. Who cares?
Well, I had a DeLorean, so.
No, yeah, I
That
get
makes
it.
perfect sense.
Yeah.
That's why I have my Jeep tattoo.
That's why I have my Honda CRV tattoo.
That's funny.
Thank you.
Oh.
All right.
let's take a break, okay? You know how you're going to make the money to get these tattoos done?
I hustle.
You
I
just
have
put
a
it on a
lot
credit
of
card?
random side gigs. No.
You're paying, you have the money to do it up front?
That's a lot of babysitting.
That's a
I'm
lot of money.
frugal already, which works in my favor because I save. But any plans I had to move out soon, not happening, obviously.
Did you think maybe, like, I know you went to a high-end tattoo removal place, but you know there are places that are probably just as good.
Yeah, but
she goes one end of the spectrum for the tattoos, another end of the spectrum for the removal.
Because she fucked up once.
Yeah, I was like, I am not going to be stingy with this because trust me, I was deep in Reddit and it's like people get scars, people like I was like, I'm not. If I'm gonna do this, I'm just gonna do it right and I'm gonna deal with it. And again, it's a story, it's a bit, and I get to meet Pete Davidson's friend.
Right.
I mean, it's not like you get to hang out with Pete Davidson. Then maybe it'd be like, all right,
whatever.
Maybe he'll pop in.
Yeah.
He's done.
No, I know. Yeah, he looks great.
It's all gone.
Yeah.
There's other people though, like 50 Cent's on the wall. A lot of celebrities go to him, but that's not the point. Point is, I was just like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna deal with it. I'm babysitting a lot. I'm doing things.
Man, that's a lot of babysitting.
It's a lot of babysitting. These kids today, they're crazy. You know, we've had Pete Davidson on as a guest.
Really?
Yeah. So that's two.
Wow.
That's two. You probably didn't need to go to
I didn't need to do that.
Right. We already had us.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Sorry.
It's okay.
We're going to take a break, okay? We're going to be right back. Stay right there.
We will be right back. The Sam Roberts Show. We're back. The Sam Roberts Show.
Oh, yeah. Guest announcements probably coming soon.
Probably?
Probably.
I mean, what is this, Firefest? How long are you going to wait?
Well, Firefest is successful.
Before I get to the lineup.
Yeah, right before I get to the lineup, I'd like to say congratulations. Florida won the NCAA National Championship. They made it into the Final Four, and then the 2, and now they're the 1. I was having fun. Duke, over the weekend, got eliminated from the Final Four, and I mean, it was brutal. The reason I was having fun is because in White Lotus, one of the characters who has a lot of trouble internally is having these vulnerable moments while wearing a Duke t-shirt. So it couldn't have been a more appropriate time. I mean, the whole meme world came together because this photo of a man wearing a Duke t-shirt with a gun to his head really did fit the scene when during the semifinals, Duke, what did they lose? A 6-point lead in the last 30 seconds?
Yeah,
9?
Yeah.
6
Which
or 9?
is, I mean, it was just crazy.
Because they had a bigger lead than that.
Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong.
But in that 30 seconds, they had 6 points.
Yep.
And they somehow lost the lead.
Yep. It's crazy.
And they were playing Houston. Yeah. Houston was able to beat them, which is amazing. And then so last night, it was I love this Duke thing. And hasn't Duke they keep getting to the Final Four and they cannot win a national championship to save their life?
Consistently very, very good.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people saying that their girlfriends' March Madness bracket was perfect because all 4 in the Final Four were the 1 seeds.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, just pick the best teams and have them go to the Final Four. Anything can happen, but sometimes just the best teams win.
That's how it happened.
Yeah, but I thought that I was happy. There's one more thing that I need from this story to be perfect.
Okay. From the
Florida.
No,
From the Florida story.
Okay.
From the fact that Florida, which, by the way, congratulations to Troy. I'm sure you're celebrating today. Won that NCAA national championship.
Good for you, Troy. Thank you.
I need that kid to find love with the reporter.
Oh.
I need that kid from Florida. And I'm sure the NBA is going to be looking at plenty of people on this team. But beyond the NBA, I need that kid to find love with the student reporter that he was looking at. Because it started, I want to say this was the second one. The first one, This one was post Final Four. Yes. I think this was right before this was after they won the semifinals when they found out they were going to the national championship, if I'm not mistaken. But the first one was when they found out they were going to the Final Four. And this young man was interviewed by this college sports reporter who has made quite a name for herself because the look of Talia Balia.
You're gonna marry. You're gonna be
Talia Balia. Talia Baya, something like that.
Yeah, sure.
The look of love that this young man had for her was like nothing I've ever seen before. He stayed seated the whole time, and he's just staring at her, going humana, humana, humana. And it's not just lust; it's literal love. It's like, I want to ask her to the prom. I want to ask her to the prom. Hi. And because she's also like, she's dressed to the nines in this locker room interview. Mm-hmm. But listen to a little bit of it because I think you can kind of hear.
When you step out on the court, I think you can tell there's just a huge shift in energy. The bench is going crazy. And then you make a bucket like that. Walk me through how that felt and, so forth and so forth.
Yeah. Okay. She sounds like the
terrible question.
Who was the beauty pageant winner that or the contestant that was like for example or whatever she said. So forth. Hit me with the so forth.
It was. I have the clip, but I don't know what her name was.
Yeah, hit me with the clip because I want to hear what I want to hear. What was the? It was my favorite thing ever. I mean, it ruined her. It ruined her life, but like, big deal.
South Carolina.
Thank you. Judge number 5, Amy Teagarden.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map.
What?
Why do you think this is?
Oh, boy.
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere such as, and
the Iraq everywhere and such as.
So that's what she reminds you of?
Yeah, 110%. And so forth.
Shift in energy, the bench is going crazy, and then you make a bucket like that. Walk me through how that felt and, so forth and so forth.
Yeah, felt amazing. I ran after the rebound. There's no reason for me to get back on defense at that point in the game, so I'm just trying to get the rebound and then...
Why is he smiling like that?
I was going to jump for...
That's such a funny question.
Yeah. You always make funny questions.
Crazy, yeah.
He's smiling so big, and you can hear this. It's so cute. You can hear the smile in his voice.
You love her.
He does. He's in love.
Yeah.
And good for him. He should be in love. He's a national champion college player.
With Talia Balia.
And then they reconnected. I mean, as somebody who loves The Bachelor, you got to love this, Danielle.
Oh, yeah. No, I love stuff like this.
Yeah, we're watching this blossom. These two need to be a couple.
Oh, she's an ESPN radio reporter.
She's not a college reporter? Or
it says ESPN.
Maybe she covers college for ESPN.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
Yeah. I thought when it said college reporter, she was a student. I guess you just, I don't know, you look so young and pretty.
You could be a student.
You could be, I don't know. Do you like coffee?
I like coffee.
All right, we are here with the viral sensation, Bennett Anderson. How does it feel to be under that type of spotlight?
Pretty weird. I'm standing up this time so I can beat the allegations.
By the way, what a line! And that's also shooting your shot. Mm-hmm. I'm standing up so I can beat the allegations. Obviously, the allegations are that he was in a state of rigidness that wouldn't allow him to stand without being embarrassed.
I thought it was because he was in love. You're saying it was something else.
I think there are physical symptoms of love.
Like he couldn't stand up.
He
could.
He very much should not.
Right.
I think he's trying to beat the allegations. But also, when you say that means you're putting it out there that you and I both know that people thought you were making me, you were giving me a physical response.
And I just want to let you know.
And I want to put that out. I just want to put that energy out there. The minute you say it, because she's not like, she said viral. The minute you say it, he's like, I'm saying what we're both thinking. That is shooting your shot, and I respect it.
The spotlight.
Pretty weird. I'm standing up this time so I can beat the allegations. But it's been pretty funny. Like, I just gotta enjoy it for what it is, you know. Only gonna be famous for like a week, so I'll take it.
Humble king. That's my humble king.
That's your humble king?
Yeah. Yeah, and the fact that he's out there, he realizes what's going on. He's shooting a shot with the reporter. He's winning a national championship. What a week for this kid. What's his name? I don't know what his name is.
Guy who's in love with the girl.
Yeah. He's the man. I hope he...
It wasn't Aura?
Yeah, I don't know how they did it. Remember Aura? Remember? No. Nobody remembers that, dude. That poor kid. Yeah. Nobody remembers him. They got eliminated like... What, in the round of 32? I don't even think they made it to 16. No. He was the story of the day, and then this one kid falls in love and wins a national championship, and all of a sudden, boom. Eric in Pittsburgh.
Sammy.
Hey, bud.
Danielle and the boys. What's happening?
Not too much.
Sammy, so the Duke debacle, unbelievable. How can you, if you go back and watch, they tried to inbound the ball twice. These are kids that are getting paid $1 million a year by NIL to throw the ball in, and if they make one inbounds pass, they win the game. For Christ's sake!
I mean, it is funny too now. It is funny too now because of NIL. Now they're finally making money, and when they fuck up the way they fucked up, we can finally say these kids are making $1 million. What are you doing out there?
And the coach can't come up with a creative inbound play. I mean, are you kidding me? Secondly, I had 3 of the Final Four in the Final Four, and I had Florida beating Houston in the title game.
Hey.
My girlfriend last night is like, when did you become a Florida basketball fan? I'm like, I'm not a Florida fan. I'm a money fan. That's what it comes down to.
That's all it is.
So that's it. I was telling Troy, you know what you should start doing now to be prepared for next March Madness?
Uh-huh.
Instead of Jim's things that he hates bracket,
right?
Let's do a Sam Roberts things he loves bracket.
You know, that would be...
I want to see this come down to chicken tendies, and...
It really would be great if it was like Hooters versus the White Lotus at the end of the tournament. Somebody should probably start...
I know the chicken tendies...
Yeah.
Chicken tendies and heavyweights are probably going to be in the Final Four.
It feels like chicken tendies, heavyweights... Chili's and wrestling are all 1 seeds, right?
Yeah, but you can't just say wrestling, though. You'd have to say, like, an event. WrestleMania or SummerSlam or something. Because wrestling, you know that's going to win.
Well, yeah, I think it's a good idea, Eric. Thank you, buddy.
You got it.
Yeah, man. We should probably start keeping track of the things that I enjoy. Because I do. I enjoy a cornucopia of things. I enjoy when people get bad tattoos and they have to get them removed. I think that's one of the great things. But yeah, it's an exciting time for Florida. I'm glad that they won. I mean, I don't know if they're celebrating in Orlando, but do you kind of wish you were back in Florida so you could be a part of the spirit?
Yeah, of course.
You know?
Yeah.
Does it make you feel good to see like at least some of your home state people are doing well out there?
I just love to see Florida thriving.
Yeah, they are. Florida's thriving. Florida really is thriving. I wonder if they're going to a chain restaurant for their like championship victory celebration.
I would guess so.
I mean,
I hope it's Hooters.
Hooters deserves it. Hooters could quite frankly use it at this point.
Yep.
Hopefully not a Hooters attached to a hotel. Like a real standalone. This is the spot.
Like Orlando proper.
Like
Hooters.
a real bathroom.
Yeah, again, with a real bathroom. That's right. In building bathroom. I'm not sure if they're going to celebrate in Orlando. I do not think this college is in Orlando.
Where is it?
It's in the state. I don't know.
It's in Gainesville.
Gainesville.
Okay. I mean, I think the whole state should celebrate.
They should. I mean, they're representing this and you know what? There's the Florida Gators.
Yeah.
You got Gators.
Of course.
Everybody loves Gators in Florida, except that little kid who went to Disney. Everybody else loves Gators.
I don't think he was from. I think it was at a hotel, wasn't it? So,
it was.
Like if you're from Florida, you know, like I'll stay away from there. There's Gators.
Right. Yeah. That is a weird thing in Florida that so often like warning signs get posted and we just ignore them. Oh, whatever. Like in Florida, when there are signs that say Gators are right by this water and will pull you in if you're near it, they're for real.
Yeah, like, I think didn't they just eat an old lady last year?
Oh, they get old ladies all the time.
Yeah,
when they're out walking their dog.
I mean,
Wow.
this old lady tried to save her dog because the gator got her dog, and then the gator was like, "Oh man, I can get you too and drag that old lady right down with him.
Double meat.
But then, did you see the guy where the gator got the dog, and then the guy jumps in with a cigar?
Yes, I
grabs the gator and pulls the dog out of the gator's mouth.
He beat the gator and saved his dog, and didn't lose it. I don't think he lost his stogie.
Stogie stayed in.
Yeah. That's a man. That's kind of who you have to be if you're going to be in Florida. If you're going to be a Florida guy.
Yeah.
And I feel like at some point as you get older, that's kind of who you'll, Troy, evolve into.
I feel like I'm already there, but okay.
Yeah.
I feel like you could beat a gator.
Do you think you could?
You know, I see people feed them all the time. I also see that you can press down on their like if they come after you, press down on their nose and it calms them down.
With like the palm?
So I feel like I could probably...
I think you could.
I could be okay.
Gator.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Well, Dean Del Rey is joining us. What's up, man?
Hey, dude.
How are you?
I'm good, man. I had to piss. Sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize for pissing ever. Not to me.
I'm in that, I'm staying up in Harlem, so it's like I'm collecting bathroom codes. Because once you leave there, you got to find places to piss.
Yeah, no. That's one of the benefits of being here.
You got to find a Barnes and Noble.
Yeah,
is Barnes and Noble
always piss? Oh, they always got bathrooms that are clean.
I found a new one right there at Union Square. They get that dumb bank, Capital One, opened a cafe.
Really?
Capital One Cafe. And I go in there, and I'm like, no way are they going to have in this area.
Yeah.
Of the street creatures, are they going to have a public bathroom? And they did. I got the code. It's 523 if you want to go in there. 523, everybody.
Who puts a cafe in a bank? Like, who's sitting there going, I'm just going in for banking, but I really like to spend the afternoon here.
Who's using banks?
Who are going to the bank?
Go into the bank
right.
with your grandma?
Yeah, no. I don't remember the last time I actually stepped foot.
Yeah.
Inside a bank.
I just thought about it. I had a landlord for years, only took checks.
Like written?
Yeah, so I'd have to go get 12 a year, at the bank. And I was like, come on, dude, Venmo.
Right.
No, they hack in there, the government, all that. It's like, dude.
Yeah, because the government can't track checks.
Yeah, at all.
No way. No way.
Insane, man.
Yeah. I also... think that's. Can I get 12 checks, please? 12 books? No. Just 12 checks.
12 checks. That's what I did every year because in case I wasn't going to be living there at the end of the year,
right?
I didn't want some checks laying around. God. And then you got to write them out. Like old cursive.
Right.
Your signature.
Your signature. The memo. You got to put a memo.
The long thing of 1,800.
Yeah, and it hurts more because you're writing out, and then you got to write it in like words.
Yeah, to this fucking guy,
right?
Who doesn't fix shit.
Nothing.
Oh man, I had a cracked sewage pipe in the laundry room, raw sewage.
Oh, in the laundry room.
Yeah, and the guy came to fix it. He goes, "I'm just going to give you a heads up. I've been coming here 7 years. This guy is not fixing this. There's roots down there." And I was like, all right, I get the fuck out of here.
Where was this?
It was in L.A. And that was when I go, I'm moving to New York.
So
that's going to be better.
So are you here now? Are you living in New York?
No, I was here for 4 years and I went back during COVID because I was like, I need some fucking mountains and ocean and air.
Real life.
Yeah. During that time, it was just weird. 5th floor. I was living in Gramercy, just up in the 5th floor in this box, thinking people were eating each other down on the ground.
It really was. I felt like New York during the pandemic it's a city built for paranoia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there is nothing like whenever anything, because everything is piled into this city.
Yeah.
So whenever anything's going wrong, all it takes is one thing to go wrong and everything's going down. So you're just waiting for that first domino to tip.
I can't even believe how long ago it was now.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah. Like I was at the Sphere last Saturday.
What were you seeing?
Dead & Co.
That's cool.
And I was like, just think just a few years ago, it was like, fuck no, you can't do this.
Yeah.
You got to have a card.
Like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
You're going to be with people? Now it doesn't, you wouldn't even think
nobody even gives a fuck. People are coughing. They don't go like,
Yeah. No, nothing. They can say, oh, sorry, I have COVID. That's fine.
Yeah.
No problem.
Man. Different times now. Back to normal.
It's a wild thing. Are you still living in L.A.?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like New York and L.A. I had an apartment here, and I would come and do the cellar for 6 weeks or the stand, and then I'd go to L.A. just back and forth to get the material going and see what was working and what wasn't working on both coasts. And then when COVID hit, I couldn't afford that apartment. I wasn't working anymore. So I was like, I subleased it. And the guy kept hitting me up like every few months. Hey, man, are you coming back? And finally, I was like, just take it.
It's yours.
Yeah, it's yours. Fuck, man. It was a good apartment, too. It was like a loft.
You miss it?
I don't miss the fucking stair. Like, you know, at first I was like, I don't need an elevator. I'm fucking 50.
Right.
You know? And then every week when you're traveling and you come home with your luggage, you're like, fuck this.
You're exhausted. All you want to do is crash.
Oh, yeah, man. One time someone stole my keys at the terminal. What? Yeah, I had like a keychain on the side. I don't know. I was walking home, you know, from a long road trip.
Yeah.
Got to my door and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, just want to go to bed.
And what do you have to do? Like call the landlord? Locksmith.
Yeah. $250.
Just to get into your place.
Oh, yeah, man. I was fucking steaming.
No, I mean,
yeah.
I live in the suburbs. People try to convince me that the city's great. There is nothing appealing about living here.
I love the city. Man, if I had money, I'd be Upper West Side, just old Dean, walking around the wide streets with pigeons and a Whole Foods. Fuck, yeah. It's a different world up there.
Yeah. I mean, if you have money, you can make it work here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to my buddy's house up there, and I was like, oh, well, this is just different, dude.
Yeah, totally.
There's no fentanyl up here. You know what I mean? They don't have fentanyl in the Upper West Side.
Yeah, meanwhile, it's everywhere in the other neighborhoods. Like, it's in the sandwiches. It's everywhere. You can't avoid it.
It's in the subway, for sure.
Well, Dean, you got a new special, 5836. It's out now on Patreon.
Yep.
So it'll be on your YouTube channel on April 17th.
Correct.
But you can get it right now on your Patreon. And you can get it all through DeanDelRey.com. And this is your first special?
It is. 15 years in. Finally did a special.
I mean, I kind of love those stories because it's like every now and then, like, people have been doing comedy for 3 years and they're like, here's my first special. And you're like, you're not, I don't know if you're ready for that.
Well, Attell told me something really fucking smart one time. I think I was like 10 years in. I go, God, you know, nobody's given me a special. He's given me.
Yeah.
And he goes, he's like, you know what, man, I didn't do Skanks for the Memories for 15 years. Because when you put something out, that these days that shit's out there forever and people just judge it, or you judge yourself like, oh God, that's so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I did that. Where are you from? What do you do for a living? Clip and put it out there.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, I was like kind of naive, like, all right, I'll get this hour going and then shoot it. And then no one came around. Then I put another hour together. All right. No one's coming around. So, you know, a few months ago, I realized, oh, fuck, if I die right now, I have no comedy out.
Yeah, people will say he was a comedian. You're like, I guess, if you say
15
so.
15 years, I don't see shit.
Yeah, I'll believe you, but
So that put a fear into me, like, all right, so, you know, I found this cave in Tennessee called the Caverns.
Uh-huh.
And I was touring with Bill for the last 2 years. We were doing arenas and stuff. So I was the material was ready to fucking go. And
yeah, I saw you in Connecticut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was awesome.
And so I meet this guy, Todd Mayo, who built this venue inside a cave in the middle of Tennessee. And I was interviewing him on my podcast, Let There Be Talk. And he wrote a book called Caveman Chronicles about how he built this fucking thing. There it is right there. It's unreal, dude. It's unreal.
Wow.
So I'm talking to him on the podcast, and mid-podcast I go, look, man, I have to do my special there. And he goes, we've never done comedy. We've always wanted to do it. Let's do it. So I talked to Bill, and Bill goes, fuck it, let's do it. Bill produced it and financed it. And
that's amazing.
Oh, God, yeah, man. He literally is the savior. Nobody's given the 59-year-old unknown dude a fucking special. Yeah, I mean, it's just the truth. Like, what? No, you know?
That's awesome.
So we shot it. Marcus Price directed it, who just did the Keith Robinson one.
Uh-huh.
And we had no reference. I couldn't call someone and go, hey, what do the laughs sound like in there? Does it sound like shit?
Oh, of course. Yeah, you don't even know how does it echo against the cave walls? Does it disappear? You can't hear it? Like,
you're
that's
spending
nuts.
all this money.
Yeah.
And what if you step on stage and you go, oh, we got a serious failure here?
Yeah.
You know, so.
Even like you, like, they've had mics and stuff in there before, but the way you're speaking now, the way that your tonality resonates, what's that going to sound like in a cave?
Well, the big thing of a room with comedy is laughs.
Yeah.
Do they die immediately? Do they dissipate up in the ceiling because it's too high? Are the people too far away and you can't really feel? There's so many weird animals, but coming out of like doing that arena tour with Bill, you know, you get used to any kind of like, you know, arenas are weird. One's incredible, one's echoey, like blah, 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 you know, so I was ready to do whatever, you know, let's do it. And if it sucks, we'll just laugh and put it out. Like, this was awful, but it's in a cave.
Yeah.
You can look at it. Apocalypse Now. You know, we'll AI Brando in the corner eating bugs or something. We'll do some shit.
Yeah.
And I stepped on the stage and the first I riffed on it, you know, on the cave, and the crowd laughed, and I go, oh, it's fucking on.
That's awesome.
I could just tell right away. And I kind of choked up for a minute. I was like, I waited 15 years. I was just like, so, oh my God, it's happening after 15 years.
But that's so great, too, that you can make it yours. You know what I mean? Like, make it feel like this is, it's like its own vision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, because I played music 25 years, and you get these people that come down to the studio, you're working on a record or whatever, they think they fucking know. Mm-hmm. And it's the same in the biz. You know, you go, I'm going to do it in a cave, and they're like, no, we're going to go with this comedy club over here with this brick wall behind you. Right. This is what we do. And you're just kind of like, no, I don't do that.
Right, the plug and play special.
Yeah, I like David Lynch.
Yeah.
I don't like fucking reality TV. You know what I mean? So to be able to do it. And then the funniest thing was I was kind of naive when it was finished. I was like, oh my God, this fucking thing is insane. We're going to show it to Netflix and Hulu and HBO. They're going to be battling for this. Just when you see the opening credits. And we didn't even get a call back.
Well, that's nuts.
Hilarious, dude. Like, this is, if I was the owner of the streamers, even if I didn't even like the material or anything, I'd go, just buy that, because they're going to click on the thumbnail.
Because it looks crazy.
Oh my God, it looks fucking crazy. When it comes on, every comic I've ever showed it to, they go like this. Wow.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Because you're doing a show in a cave.
And it's got we got a crane in there. It's doing these kind of sweeper shots.
Wow.
So it literally looks like, I haven't been to Mars, but it looks like Mars.
You would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what you think Mars looks like. The 7 photos they show you every time. Here you go. Look at it right here. You get the intro.
Oh, man. Look at that. And it does look, honestly, it looks like Mars.
It is fucking insane.
Yeah. Because you see the whole roof, the way the sweeping camera comes around. You see the whole, top of the cave.
Yep.
You see how, and you're right, I see what you mean, but, it's a pretty low, it's not a high ceiling.
No.
Which is great for, the laughs and everything, but also just a great visual that you really are tucked into this cave.
Oh, man.
And it's all, lit red and stuff like that. That's really cool, man.
Yeah, Marcus went, the week before, the director, because he's all, I got to go look at this fucking thing, because I've never directed in a cave.
Uh-huh.
So he got out there, and they did a bunch of different lighting tests, and I chose this lighting as soon as I saw it. We had, blues in there. We had natural, where it just looked like Adobe, which was kind of cool. But this one looked the best against my pasty white skin, and it also reminded me of a Dio Holy Diver video. Sure. He's coming out, Holy Diver! It's got the sword, So, and then here's the craziest thing, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know where it was, so I'm thinking, it's right outside of Nashville. It's an hour and a half outside.
Oh, no.
So as we're driving out there, I go, where the fuck is this? We're driving by hillbilly snake-kissing churches and I mean, it is like shacks. It looked like Deliverance where we're at. And I go, who's coming out here?
Yeah.
But both shows were sold out.
I mean, yeah, the cave looks packed. Are they people that like, is there in that area? Are there people that love comedy? Or were they people driving like an hour and a half?
It's a 70% destination venue.
Wow.
So I've done Red Rocks with Bill, and they say that's a 30% destination venue, meaning people go just for the venue.
I mean, it looks amazing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So this one, 70% of the people are coming in. So we had fans come in, and they have tents and cabins out there and yurks. And you can fucking stay out there all weekend.
Whoa.
Yeah, so people are out there partying, you know, after the shows, they're out there like campfires and drinking.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You have a lot of outdoorsy fans.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, also, I'm from Yosemite, so this really matches me.
Yeah.
The Mountain Dean, you know?
Yeah. Were you raised in Yosemite?
I was born and raised in Yosemite until my parents divorced, but my dad worked there for years, so did my grandma.
In the park?
Yeah, and then my mom worked at the Ahwahnee. Yeah, I was born and raised there. It's fucking wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was that? So was it like a culture shock when you get out of Yosemite and start getting into cities and stuff like that?
Yeah, then San Francisco after. So you're just kind of like, whoa.
Yeah.
They didn't have any, 1966, I'm born. So let's say 67, 68. There's no TV in Yosemite.
Wow.
There's no fucking TV out there. You know, the rabbit ears, you get like one channel. There was no cable. We didn't even have cable back then, but you get a little bit of radio. So you're really like fucking wilderness boy. You know, just hiking and ice skating. My dad ran the ice rink. And that kind of shit, you know? And then you move, and you're like, whoa. I soaked it up. I moved, I was like, oh, wow.
Because I guess you either feel like totally at home or a complete fish out of water.
Yeah.
Right? It's one of the two.
A girl I grew up with, Johanna, her parents ran the horse, horseback place.
Yeah.
She never left. So, like, I'd see her years later. She just mountain girl, you know.
Have you ever thought about going back? Like,
not to live, but I didn't go back for a long time because I was there so long.
Sure.
When I finally went back when I was around 20, I go, what the fuck am I running from here from? This is incredible. And now, I ride motorcycles there from LA all the time or drive out there. I mean, to me, it's absolute. If I didn't do comedy, I may have become like a ranger or whatever just to be in there for especially in this fucking climate of America. But I wouldn't have a job now because they've taken all the money from the park, so I'd be jobless right now.
Yeah.
But and I'd be fighting people trying to drill for oil and shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So I mean, no wonder you felt caved in. I mean, for lack of a better term, no wonder you felt like during the pandemic when you're stuck in New York.
Yeah.
It's like you're hardwired to kind of at least somewhat be in nature, right?
Yeah. And my mom was like a hippie, and thank God, because she really championed me. I mean, I started comedy at 44, dude. And I call her and I go, I'm going to try some stand-up comedy. And she's like, excellent.
At 44.
Yeah, it's not like, well, you never got married. You don't have any kids. And you're a weirdo. Said, no, man, anything.
That's great.
I played music 25 years. She was at all the gigs. And then comedy, when I did Conan, she's running around the retirement home. Put it on. I'm out there doing dick jokes. But she was just amazing. I lost her a couple years ago.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, it was awful. So I'm bummed that she didn't get to see this, but I dedicate the special to her.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what year did you go to San Francisco?
Well, my parents divorced when I was 6, but I still stayed in the park because my dad and my grandmother lived there, so I'd be there long periods of time.
Sure.
So all summer, Christmas, those kind of vacations and shit. So I was really bouncing back and forth for years.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I was really in there. And I think once I turned around 15, I was like, I don't want to go to that park,
Totally.
But
that's when you start to appreciate the city and everything that comes with it. Music
and girls. There's no girls up there, there's like 3 people you go to school with and stuff. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Or even friends. You
Yeah.
start meeting your friends. That more than girls or anything, it's your friends. Like, I got my buddies. We ride BMX bikes and trash shit.
Right, right.
Because
what else is there to do?
Full Beavis Butthead mode.
So how do you make the call, 25 years in music, and then you're like, okay, time for a change, but you don't get a real gig, you go to comedy?
No, here's what happens. I play music for 25 years, and then the illegal downloading starts to kind of happen, and you can see your money dissipating, right? It's just like, oh my God. I'm like a middle-range musician, Dean Del Rey, have records out, but I'm touring, grinding, opening for people like Wallflowers or Black Crowes or Lenny Kravitz, that kind of stuff for a long time.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, really good making a living for 25 years, and then it just starts to fade away. So at a period of my time on the last tour I did, I was like, you know what, this is kind of going to be it here. And I got home and I just stopped playing. I didn't tell anybody. And then I was like, I got to find a job. I never had a job for years, and I needed health care. I was really at that time, oh my God, I have no health care. And so I got a job at Harley Davidson selling motorcycles because I loved it.
Yeah.
And I was there for 3 years, just slinging bikes, collecting diabetes, just eating fucking garbage.
Did you get fat?
Oh, God, yeah. You're just unhappy. I'm really happy I left music.
Right.
God damn, this is way better. And all of a sudden I was like $1.90, and one day the Quentin Tarantino's people came down to the dealer, and they go, we're going to...
So is this Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're filming a biker film called Hell Ride, and we need an advisor on it. Would you be an advisor? And I go, oh, fuck yeah. And from that, I landed a role in the film.
That's sick.
Yeah. From that movie, I landed a role in an Ice Cube film.
Which one?
Called The Long Shots. It's the Keke Palmer, first girl to ever play Pop Warner football.
Sure.
In that film, there's 3 comedians. Garrett Morris, who I grew up on SNL.
Of course.
Michael Collier, and Earthquake. And we're playing the roles in the bleachers, when you're up there, looks like she got it in the nuts. You're saying dumb shit. But I started talking to them, and I was like, yeah, I always wanted to do comedy. And they're like, dude, you're too fucking old, But after a while, Earthquake pulled me aside and goes, I think you could do comedy. When you get home, hit open mics. I go, what the fuck is an open mic?
You had no idea.
I don't know shit about comedy. I grew up on it. I loved it. I loved Cheech and Chong. I loved Dice Kinnison, and then later Seinfeld became someone I loved. Then Chris Rock, Chappelle. So I always loved comedy. And I went down to the Comedy Store, the patio, and I signed up for the open mic, 44 years old.
Wow.
2006, December 9th. And people are looking at me like, who's this fuck? I was only 44 then. I'm 59 now. I look old. Back then, I was fat. I didn't look old. But to them, they're like 22, 23, playing video games and smoking weed. So I signed up, and man, I took the fucking hazing. But in 3 years, I was one of the fastest people to get passed as a paid regular there.
Well, do you think that there's at 44, if you start then, the one benefit must be
life.
Right. There's a finality to it. You're not an invincible 20-year-old.
I got stories.
Right.
I've lived.
Right.
I've toured. Those guys were hazing me, and inside I was like, these fucking idiots.
They haven't done anything.
I've been around the world.
Right.
I worked for the Rolling Stones for 4 years. I didn't say anything.
Sure.
Because I just took it. I didn't even tell them I was in movies, because then it was really frowned upon if an actor tried to do comedy. There was all these dumb gatekeepers, these are the rules. And it's fuck you. You want to smash them.
Yeah.
You literally want to smash these guys.
Yeah.
But you don't, because you're around them every day, and eventually they become your family. And you realize these guys are freaks like me. We're in this Comedy Store that at the time is a goddamn ghost town. It's not the behemoth it's been the last 10 years.
Right, because
there's no one there.
It's before the big
I'm
resurgence.
Telling you, fucking no one.
Wow.
You couldn't even get on stage till there were 7 people in the crowd, and sometimes you'd just be sitting around waiting to go on, and then they go, 7th person came, and the first comic would get on. You know?
Wow.
Open mics. Empty.
Wow.
Just your peers in the back going, that joke sucks. And it was brutal. And I'll tell anybody right now, anytime they try to send some kind of negative shit my way, I go, yeah, you don't even know what I've gone through, dude.
Yeah, I've heard it all.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
This is my 41st year on stage.
That's crazy. What were you doing for the Stones?
I was like their VIP host and DJ. I ran their VIP parties. 4 years. Supposed to be 2 weeks. Turned into 4 years, dude. It was wild.
That's sick.
Yeah, so I've had this kind of Forrest Gump life. And, I grew up poor. I've never had anything. So I have to. I'm ugly. I'm short. I'm not the industry's darling at all. I seen openers go that open for me, go right by, get a special 2 years in, but it doesn't bother me because I'm working in an incredible industry with some incredible people. And in this time that we're living in right now, if you're not doing what you love, you're out of your mind. Because, man, we could be gone tomorrow.
100%.
100%, man.
I mean, do you think about that sometimes where you're like, at 44, I'm sure you had a ton of doubt. And the fact that you're 59 and, like, not only still doing it, putting the special out, like, ultimately, it is one of those things where just the fact that you're a comedian, you are a comedian, is that's the victory, right?
Dude, I worked with, in the last 2 years, the biggest, hands down, the biggest comedian in the biz right now, Bill Burr.
I mean,
there's no fucking bigger right now.
That's what I was thinking, right? When you were listing the comedians that you were into, going right up to Chris Rock, it's like Bill's on the list.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like he's in the GOAT conversation.
And the great thing was, when I met him, he wasn't the mighty Bill Burr.
Right.
You know what I mean? You always get those people, you're on his coattails or whatever. You're like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
I've done literally 6,010 shows. 200 are probably with Bill. You know what I mean?
So, do you keep track of every show?
Every one. That's why the special is called 5836. That's what set it was in my career.
Wow.
5,836 set of my career that day.
And you write everyone down?
Everyone in my phone since day one. Because I thought I was going to do comedy for a couple weeks. And when I write a book later, this will be my comedy chapter.
Yeah, it's going to be one chapter.
That's what it was going to be.
Right.
And that Comedy Store bit me so hard. It was like fentanyl. I got in there and I was like, oh, this is what I should have been doing all my life. You know, I mean, and the Comedy Store at the time was empty, so I could really figure out who the fuck I was without the industry watching.
Sure.
And we were these freaks, it was like me and Gerard Carmichael and Tony Hinchcliffe and Melissa Villasenor and Tony Baker. All these guys that have risen up and became Punky Johnson as SNL.
Yeah.
All these people, we were in there every night when no one was there. And we were frowned upon. They'd be like, you're those Comedy Store comics. When you'd go to another club.
Oh, really? That was a negative.
Then when it got hot, they'd be like, oh, you're a Comedy Store comic. The door would open. But back then, it'd be like, oh, look at these dirtbags. We were like the Sweat Hogs.
Really?
Yeah, we were.
Just because the Comedy Store was not happening.
It was known as a freak shop, drug addicts, drunks, weirdos. It was heavy-duty hazing and what they call now bullying.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of bullying down there.
You survived it, though.
Fucking thank God there was bullying because it makes you want it.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck these guys. I'm going to get good.
And then as the Comedy Store gets hot.
Oh, it was so weird.
You're just sitting there and the vibe just shifts.
It starts to happen. It's a perfect storm. Everybody always says, oh, it's because of this guy or that or that. Fuck no. It was a combo of 5 things.
Mm-hmm.
First one, Maron's podcast started getting big.
Sure.
Okay? He had a monster podcast. It wasn't a monster podcast when it started,
There were no monster comedy podcasts when
I've been podcasting 12 years.
Right.
800 episodes. You was just doing it, and he was doing it because he had nothing.
Right.
But it starts to get big, so he's talking about the store all the time. Then Gerard Carmichael, Ari Shaffir shoot specials in there. So now you're seeing it on TV. Then Netflix starts to get fucking big. It's no more mailing the DVD shit out.
Right.
It's comedy specials and people are seeing it. Then podcasting starts to ignite and everybody's talking about comedy. And then, of course, Rogan comes back. Burr starts to get big. Ali Wong starts to get big. And all these comics, Sebastian Maniscalco, he gets big. And it's all like this perfect storm. And then LA is like, we got to go fucking hang here. So you're down there and it's like Francis Ford Coppola in the fucking crowd or Brad Pitt or whatever. Every night, somebody, still right now.
And is there something about like when you're performing at the store and you see those faces, is there a comfort to, but this is my room. Like I've been in this room when there was nobody in it. Like
100%.
you're in my home.
It does not faze me at all. And the arenas didn't faze me. None of it fazed me because I was going on in there to like 6 people that were drunk and it was just nothing going on, Even
your first arena show wasn't like, whoa.
Yeah, that's kind of weird because of course you've never done an arena.
Yeah.
But if I fully believe, if you believe in the material, whatever happens. If the material is good, you got to get them somewhere. And I feel an arena's easier than 20 people in the OR at the store judging you like, oh, we were hoping that Chappelle was going to pop in. And they're just looking at you with the arms crossed.
Right.
It's like, dude, you paid $20. What are they fucking looking at? But,
there is something to that, right? If you pay top dollar for a ticket to an arena to see comedy, you showed up to laugh.
There's no check drop.
Right.
There's no drink orders.
Right.
It's dates. They're there. They love the headliner.
Yep.
They're willing to give you a good 5-7 minutes to see if you can get them to laugh. And then after that, they'll just fucking turn away. So you've got a leeway.
Has that ever happened before where you can't get them in the 5 to 7 and you're like, fuck?
Well, the one thing about the arenas that is weird is people are still coming in.
Sure.
When I'm on. So you got a lot of movement and a lot of drinks in the hand. Yeah, I'm always amazed how everybody that comes to arena must order 2 beers before they sit down.
Yep.
Like, dude, you're an adult. I can't go in there without these fucking beers.
2 beers.
And they'll sit in the fucking... Bill will be coming on. They'll say, I got to get these beers. It's like, dude, you just paid for a ticket. I got to have these beers.
I don't care. I need my 2 beers.
And then mid-show, they got to piss because they had their fucking beers.
They drank them both.
Yeah, and then they get up mid-show. Now they're missing Joe. It's, oh, man.
It really is. Yeah, I got to get 2 beers so I don't have to get up during the show. Yeah. I got to go piss.
Yeah. And they can't piss in the cup like they're used to.
Right.
Like old Iron Maiden concert. I'll just piss in this cup.
No way. Club Soda Kenny will see you from a mile away and grab you.
No. Where's the security?
I sat there at the show in Connecticut that I saw in the hockey arena there. Club Soda Kenny is so amazing because I was sitting there and we were just catching up, just talking in the audience before the show started, right? And it's not like he had his head on a swivel. He was looking right at me.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's no phones. Everybody puts their phones away.
Yep.
All of a sudden, I didn't even see it. His head just jolted. Like there was something went off.
Yeah.
And he saw somebody way across the room with a phone, and he just goes, "Excuse me," and goes all the way over there. He brings security with him, and instantly found that one phone, and it's gone.
Yeah.
And then he's back, and he's like, "Anyway," I mean, he's incredible.
Oh my God, he's like the fucking Bionic Man.
He really
just
is.
Like, just fucking laser vision.
Yeah.
Balcony, 5th row, cell phone, get him.
Yeah, it's amazing to see him in action. So how did you and Bill connect originally?
This is a funny story. I was only about 6 months into comedy, and this buddy of mine, Jay Davis, goes, "Hey, you got 20 minutes, right?" And I go, "Oh, yeah."
Of course I do. It's always yes.
Sure. And he goes, "I'm doing a NASCAR corporate gig in Arizona. There's a NASCAR race, and they want a comedy the night before." And so we're in the hotel room, and he's like, so who are your favorite comics? And I go, I love Norm Macdonald, because I loved his special. It had just come out right around the time I was starting comedy, and I was way into Norm. And I go, how about you? And he goes, I like Bill Burr. And I go, I haven't heard of him, because I hadn't heard, I hadn't seen him at the store. I'm only 6 months in. And he fired up that Philly rant.
Of course he did.
So he's showing me the Philly rant, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? This is killer.
Yeah.
And so we do the corporate, and the Monday night, I'm right back at the Comedy Store in the hallway, and Bill rolls in. This is my first time I've seen him. I go, oh, man, I just fucking saw you on the Philly rant. And, he's not the giant star yet, what I mean? He's like, oh, man, yeah. And I go, I'm Dean Del Rey. And he's like, oh, cool. So we're talking for a little bit. And I'm like, here's somebody my age, because everybody there. You ever watch that show, Louie?
Yeah, of course.
Remember the manager? He looked 9.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
And I was always like, why does the manager look 9? Well, you realize as an older comedian, everyone looks 9. Yeah. So I see Bill, so we're talking, and I showed him a picture of me and Axl Rose, right? From 88.
Yeah.
And he goes, whoa, man, what? And so we started talking. We hit it off over AC/DC and music.
Sure.
And from then on, we became friends.
That's
and
awesome.
He was like, hey, you want to go we'd go do some little gigs together,
Because you just like hanging?
Oh, yeah.
You're a good comic? Yeah.
Yeah, and became really good friends. And he's like my best friend. He's my mentor now. He's the greatest guy I've ever met in the business, hands down.
That's awesome.
He's, when I got ran over on my motorcycle, hit and run from a meth head 7 years ago, and I was laid up, broke ribs, I couldn't move.
He was in a car?
She was in an Escalade.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she carjacked an Escalade.
What?
Yeah, methed up and ran me over on the highway. And I've escaped 3 deaths in the last 10 years, like diabetes, motorcycle crash, and my mom passing away, just trying not to kill myself.
Yeah.
So he was coming over with food and then these T-shirts, because I was just oozing out fucking... I had my whole body was road rash, so I'd wear a T-shirt for about an hour and throw it in the garbage.
Oh,
because it was just coated
pus and blood.
Oh yeah. So he was bringing over these, and then he this is gonna sound fucking. He baked me a pumpkin pie.
What a guy!
Yeah, he brought over pumpkin pie. He's all, eat this. I ate the whole thing.
That's it.
But yeah, man,
of course, he does something sweet, but he's still got to be Bill Burr. Eat the pie.
Yeah. But he's just been there the whole time.
I wish people knew that. I don't think anybody realized that Bill Burr makes his friends pumpkin pie when they're injured.
He did a
video
sweetheart of a
guy.
Pies.
What a sweetheart of a guy! You're ruining his reputation.
We went around the United States the last couple of years, and literally, I think it's the only friend I've never had a fight with.
Really?
Yeah, it's just wild.
That's nuts.
It's just, and Kenny, it's just the 3 of us. These guys got these entourages, these big arena tours with DJs and entourages and private jets, and we're just, here we are, the 3 of us.
Yeah.
They're always looking around like, anybody else? Nah.
No. But it's so much better, dude, when you're just around a couple guys you like to hang with.
The best. Yeah.
You don't have to, this is, and also... There's almost like a truthfulness to it, because this is how we came in. This is why we came in. Why change it?
Oh, man, it's just what it is. It's like we're either at the store or we're here.
Right.
Or the cellar or the stand. That's really the truth of it. For me, I just want to get on stage every night. That's it. When I can't get on stage, I start to freak out.
Was that that's how you've done 6,000 sets?
Yeah. And no manager, no agent.
Nothing.
Yeah, I got a manager now up 6 months ago, but no one would touch me. You know what I mean? They just don't understand how to work. They're like, how is this guy going to pay my mortgage?
Right.
I have 2 Beamers. My kids want fucking, new... everything. I don't know how to work this guy. It's not like they want you to build it and then they come.
They try to, yes.
And I'm looking for a Peter Grant type of manager who's all for me. And, like.
That's rare.
Dave Becky's probably the only one, And I had Becky for a while, and I cut him loose because I was thinking, well, Becky was amazing. He goes, I'll manage you, but I'm not going to be able to do anything for you because I'm swamped. But you're going to get shit on your own because you're such a driver. And when you do, I'll go in and get all the money from them for you. But after a while, I was thought, well, fuck. Maybe I need a guy that can really, try to find some stuff. And that was a bad move. Because later I was like, hey, Dave, just kidding, man. Huh? He's like, nah, he took it personal. I was like, you didn't even do anything. You fired me. He said it every time. I killed at Madison Square Garden. I go, what do you think now? You fired me. And he's rock and roll like me. So I was like, come on, let's do it.
Yeah, nope.
That's all good, though. I talk to a lot of comedians and I go, what's your manager do? And they go, absolutely nothing. Every one of them says the same story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much of it is like.
You.
Yeah. And you got to build it. And that's just what it is. And ultimately, once you do.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody will come knocking.
That's it, man.
Everybody comes knocking once you build it.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it goes every time. How'd you meet Axl? Like, what was the picture of you and Axl?
Well, I played music for years, so I was heavily in the scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was around those guys early on when they were starting to ignite. My buddy Howard Tiemann played keyboards with them, before Dizzy Reed and stuff. I was around all those guys. I used to book a super popular club in San Francisco called The Stone, and I toured, and I was the same way I take on comedy is the same way I took on music. 24/7, all day, all night. Let's go see music. Let's write music. Let's play music. Let's live music. And that's how I do comedy.
You play a little bit of everything, or?
I play singer and guitar player.
Okay.
And eventually, I got a record out on iTunes, Steve Del Rey. It's heavily Tom Petty, alt country, kind of Wilco vibe. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
I love that stuff, man. There's a guy, MJ Lenderman, right now.
Okay.
He's fucking blowing my mind.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's also great that like you can be so immersed with a culture, whether it's music or comedy, and maintain a fandom for it.
Yeah.
Because that could be tough.
Yeah. Well, I think you become what I call a hair metal tumbleweed.
Okay.
That's what I call those guys, where as soon as you talk to them, they're like, there's no good music anymore. And I'm like, oh, you stopped living at like 17.
Right.
They're thinking back to the day when they were getting BJs. There's no mortgage. They're doing coke off a Camaro hood. That's their life stops then.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm always searching for the new. I'm always panning for gold. I'm looking for new music.
You have to be.
I go see not Spider-Man shit, but movies.
Yeah.
I go to fucking galleries. Oh, this guy's gay. He goes to galleries. But you know what I mean, man.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to immerse myself in art, man.
Well, it's weird because like you grow up with people around you that think everything like, oh, back in my day, back when I was a kid, and then everybody, you're like, that's never going to be me.
Yeah.
And everybody reaches this point where you're like, oh, I like what I liked in high school the same way they liked what they liked in high school. And you almost like, you reach this fork in the road where it's like, okay, I can either be aware of this and consciously go start looking for new stuff, or just relive the cycle, become the same guy and the same guy and the same guy. And you see it, I mean, so often people just go like, nope, I figured out what I like and that's what I like.
Well, the really weird thing about it is they don't really care about music. It's just a soundtrack to their good memories.
Totally.
That's
it's
all
so
it is.
nostalgic.
You know what I mean? Back in my day, Def Leppard, pour some sugar on me. Fuck yeah, And hey, and I get it. You get married, and you get a job, and those things aren't important to you anymore. I understand. But to me, it was always about I started music because I loved it. I started comedy. I didn't think I was going to be doing arenas. Comics weren't doing arenas when I fucking started. We were doing a rundown comedy club on the Sunset Strip that was looked at as a fossil like me in the industry. You know what I mean? Like these fossils found each other, And I just don't. I mean, there's a guy right now. I don't know his name, but there's a popular Instagram that I love called Don't Tell Comedy, and they do these secret pop-up shows, and they record these comedian sets, and they put up little sets. There's a guy. I think he's like fucking 80, and he did it a couple months ago, and he exploded on the internet. Because he had great fucking jokes.
Yeah.
And you're looking at something going, this guy's old, and now the industry is like, oh shit, well, let's give him a Netflix deal or whatever. You know what I mean? Because they don't understand, that somebody that truly loves what they do, they don't understand that. There he is right there, okay? This guy is a fucking killer.
Andy Huggins, king of one-liners.
Yeah, and he's fucking great.
Towards the stage 3 comics ago.
And look at the kids,
40 years ago, when I started doing stand-up, everyone told me it was a great way to meet women. We'll see.
It's just a funny joke. It's just great,
I joined a dating site for people my age called Carbon
He's
Dating.
not in the algorithm.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. But there's also something I think that is like there's something that you have to love about seeing somebody like this.
Yeah.
Who just the dream never dies.
That's
it's
like
just
me.
This, right. Exactly right.
I think that people love the underdog.
I do too.
Like when I was talking to Netflix, I go, do you understand what's going on with this special here? I didn't get to talk to them. They didn't call me back, but we talked to a guy there.
Okay.
I go, started comedy at 44. Okay, you've got all these stories. Played music for 25 years. Became a paid regular at the Comedy Store and the Cellar. Josh Homme did the intro music on a special from Queens of the Stone Age. It's shot in a cave. First special ever shot in a cave. Produced by the biggest comedian right now, Bill Burr. These are massive stories that 90% of the specials they're shooting right now do not have.
Sure.
Now, I'm not knocking the comedians or anything. I'm just saying people buy stories.
Right.
They go, oh, I got to see this. This guy he fucking started at 44. I love it. He went for it, It's in a cave. He likes music, whatever. You have to have something that people can grab onto. You're the underdog, and then you make it, and then they go, fuck that guy.
That's it, yeah.
I'm trying to get to the fuck that guy level.
That's all any of us need to get to is the fuck that guy.
That's it.
Everybody loves like all you want to do is get successful enough that they tear you down.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's 2 things you want. Like he's gay and he's a hack. Those 2 things, because that
means you've made it.
That means you made it. You're like, oh fuck, I'm in the thing now. I'm in the thing. This guy's forehead's big or whatever. You're like, fuck yeah, I'm in it.
Yeah,
I'm in it.
Have you ever? Have you written a book?
No, I want to though.
I mean,
I want to write 2 books. I want to write my life, and then I want to write a kind of a self-help go for it book. Yeah,
I feel like that's the move, right? Like to write kind of your story,
right?
And then once that's established, be like, okay, this is kind of what
this is how it happens.
Charges me up. This is what motivates me.
Yeah. I mean, there's people that need Tony Robbins dudes out there, but they maybe don't gravitate towards him. I'm not trying to say I'm like that, but I like to tell my story because it's pretty fucking wild to go for something in the middle of your life. Now, look, most people don't do it because they got credit card debt.
Yeah.
And they have a fear of failure.
And families, right?
And families.
All these responsibilities.
Yeah.
But that fear of failure, I think it only builds and builds and builds over time.
Fear of failure is the number one thing. They're like, how did you do it? It's like, well, fuck, I mean, I didn't really fail because I went and tried it.
Right.
Not trying it is fail.
That's the failure.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Right?
Right, because then you just sit there for the rest of your life going, maybe I could have. There's no There's no answer.
When I got hit on the motorcycle, she hit me doing 70. I was flying like Superman down the freeway off my bike.
Dude.
And as I landed, I started sliding on my side. I go, she's about to run me over right now. I could hear the SUV. And the thing that came to my brain was no regrets. It truly came to my brain.
Like
And
in that 1 second,
that
you were
is
like,
the
I think I'm going here.
There is no fucking lie to that. No regrets. And then I got lucky. Her tire fell off and she spun the other way. And she didn't run me over. And I was just laying there like, what the fuck just happened?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts. I mean, did it give you peace to know that, like, in that moment? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because that's where the truth's going to come out.
I'd done it all that I'd wanted to do.
How long was the recovery for that?
Fuck, a long time. It took a couple years to, like, about 6 weeks for the road rash, but about a year in, my disc popped out and I collapsed in a grocery store. Thought I had a stroke. Then I had to have neck surgery.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you still ride?
I don't now because I can't have a helmet or a backpack. I ride with Bill when we're out on the road somewhere mellow, no one around. You know, the mountains, like we rode through the Colorado Rockies. Ducati hooked us up with it. I know the CEO, and he's like, come on, I'll give you guys some bikes. And Bill was like, no way. And we rode to the Shining Hotel. Dude, we had lunch out there. We're on Ducatis.
My God.
We're like, this fucking rules.
Paradise.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, good times, man.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I know you didn't grow up in Yellowstone. Do you know about Yellowstone Park at all?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Are there really volcanoes under that ground? Are those volcanoes going to blow?
I've never been to Yellowstone, actually, which is weird. And I've been to all the parks, Zion and all that stuff, but I haven't been to Yellowstone.
Because ever since I was a kid, that's what they said. There's volcanoes under Yellowstone.
That was Yogi Bear's joint, right?
That's right.
Yeah. That's right. Dude, like, you're just so old. I'm going to get a picnic basket. So simple back then.
It really was. And now everybody's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Is that even on anymore?
No way. No way.
Oh, there's some volcanoes.
Yellowstone National Park sits atop a super volcano.
Wow.
A massive volcanic system. And but they've said, I mean, I remember hearing about this as a kid.
Wow.
And it absolutely terrified me that at some point there could be a super volcano under this Yellowstone Park.
How is that not a band name?
And it's super volcano. It's active. A plume of molten rock that rises beneath the park creates one of the world's largest active volcanoes. And we can see evidence all around us in forms of geysers, hot springs, mud pots. But do we have any information on when this thing is going to blow? No. I need to know. Okay.
Well, we're not near it, right?
No, I guess not.
I mean, isn't that like Montana or something?
Yeah, I think it's Montana.
Yeah,
I think it's Montana. It's pretty far away.
Good, dude.
All right, good.
You got to worry about some other shit around here.
Okay, the average time between super eruptions, because I'm not worried about the little eruptions, I'm worried about the super eruptions. The average time between super eruptions at Yellowstone, is about 725,000 years. So as long as the last one was at least 724,000 years ago, we're good. We're good to go.
Yeah, how old are you now?
I'm 41.
You're just in the suburbs worried about the super volcano.
Yeah, that's right. That's my life. You know, I guess life is pretty good.
Holy shit, man.
That's my concern.
Oh, my God. I never heard of that, ever.
Yeah. Oh, I heard about it. It's been plaguing me for a long time.
You know, it's funny.
They say it's extremely unlikely that it's going to blow this year. So, okay. All right. Yeah. So that gives me peace for the next few months.
Yosemite, they got that half dome, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I went and hiked it during COVID. I hadn't hiked it in 30 years. I'm fucking in shape.
Yeah?
Right? Oh, yeah, I'm in shape. I go to the gym every day.
That's great.
Because I had diabetes and I got rid of it. Like, I lost 40 pounds. And I hadn't done it. I'm in shape. You get to those cables. They got the cables. You go up them. Have you seen it? Get a picture of it. Half dome cables. I'm telling you, man.
In Yosemite.
Yeah, it's one of the most incredible hikes ever. And there it is. So there's these cables. Yeah. So you see, there's the cables up there. Right there. So you grab these cables. That's the view when you get up there.
But they're like cables.
They're cables to hold on to pull yourself up the side.
It's so steep.
Oh, dude, a few times a year, people...
They go.
Yeah, they do not make it back.
Whoa.
But there, here you can see the cable. See, there it is.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do that, Troy?
No.
You would not?
Absolutely not.
You did it?
Oh, many times. And my grandmother did that. Rest in peace, Alice.
Wow.
She did
What a
that.
lady.
Yeah, when I was a
lady.
kid, she'd be like, let's go hike Half Dome today. And you'd be like, oh, all right. As I did it as an adult, I was like, how the fuck did she do this?
Wow. Is it freezing cold up there?
No, they only let you do it from the spring on.
So it's kind of nice?
Yeah, it's nice because it'd be too cold and slippery. And,
gotcha.
You know, but you got to start at like 5 a.m. because it's 8 hours. It's like 4.5 hours up, 4 hours down. But
yeah, there's not like a slide or something to get down.
Yeah, well, I was Bill flies helicopters.
Yeah.
So I was all, Bill, let's cheat and we'll just land on the top up there. You
Take
know
a photo.
I mean? Yeah, for sure.
Take the chopper down.
Yeah, that's my dream to have Bill fly us up there, you know? Because he's never been. I'm like, you gotta go, you know? But
bro,
yeah.
you guys riding bikes to the Shining Hotel I'm still thinking about it.
I can't even tell. Have you been there?
No, but I mean, I'm just picturing that opening, like the opening.
Yeah, the drive out.
And seeing the road on the thing. And I mean, yeah, no, I love.
Oh, dude, it's like, we're riding these Ducatis that this guy, Jason Chinnick, he's the CEO, and he's become a fan of my comedy. I do this great club in Fort Collins called Comedy Fort.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be there in June, everybody.
Great.
So he comes down random, just a fan, because he lives in Fort Collins. And he goes, man, you're fantastic. I'm a CEO of Ducati. I go, oh my God, dude, I fucking ride. I love Ducatis. I own 2. And he goes, come up to the house. I go, all right. He's got this fucking, like mid-century that he built up on the top of the mountains in Colorado, motorcycles and 4-wheelers. I go, oh, dude, I would never leave my house right here.
Never.
No. People are like, if you win the lottery, you'd still do comedy, right? I go, absolutely not. I'm not. Look, I fucking love it, but I'm not a dummy.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's disappearing, Dean.
100%.
Zero internet. No internet.
Disappearing into the mountains.
No fucking social media.
Nah.
You didn't post at 9 a.m., so it didn't go into the algorithm. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. You know what I mean?
I do.
These older comics that have been doing it like 35 years.
Yeah.
They're so lucky they didn't. Back then, you just did Carson, and then bam, you blew up.
Good to go.
You toured clubs for years. Now you got to make a clip, and then you got to do a podcast, and then you got to get a guest for that, and then you got to make another clip at 2.
And then get big enough to wait until somebody makes a YouTube channel dedicated to how much you suck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That fucking, and these people that just, these monsters that do like podcasts, this podcast sucks. It's like, without podcasts, they would be nobody. There'd be no content for them.
Yeah. It's amazing.
By the way, I've stopped calling it content, too.
Just because it's such a wide net.
It means shit.
Yeah.
That's what that means. It means you don't fucking care about this at all. It's just content. Fuck you.
Just fill the bucket with whatever you got.
Oh, my God.
It's big slop.
There's nothing worse when you go into a meeting and they're like, well, we got to get some content going. I go, oh, yeah, fuck you. This special is not content.
Right. It's a comedy special.
It's a comedy special,
right.
Man. It's fucking means the world to me.
Yeah.
I put a record out in 99 and I went and listened to it. I hadn't listened to it in years. And I listened to it while I was hiking a couple weeks ago, to put the song on the end of the credits, one of my songs.
Yeah.
And so I'm listening to it, and I go, this fucking record, for me, I don't care what anybody says, I love this record. And it took me back right to 99, where I was in my life, starving in San Francisco, paying for this record, eventually getting it done, and Linda Perry from Four Non Blondes finding it and signing me.
She's awesome.
She's great. Yeah. She's like a champion of early Del Rey.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
same
awesome.
with my special, man. It's, you go out, you work, and you make something that you're proud of. So when the internet shitty people come and they go, this sucks, you go, Yeah, no, it doesn't. You're not going to hurt me because I fucking love it.
Well, you can see 5836, the Dean Del Rey special, right now on Dean's Patreon. It'll be up on YouTube on April 17th, but check it out now on the Patreon. You can go to DeanDelRey.com for all that info as well. He'll be in Austin at the Paramount Theater April 17th and 18th. Then you're going on to Fontana, California. You're going to be at Solana Beach.
Tom Green tour. Tom Green and I touring.
Oh, that's awesome. We love Tom.
Oh,
we love Tom.
Old friend of mine.
Yeah.
And talk about an original right there. He was way before anybody podcasting. Fuck that. He goes TV show in his fucking mansion.
Yeah.
And daily, every day he was doing his own TV show.
Yeah.
And I would host when he was on the road. Hey, take my show. And I fucking had a TV show. I was
his documentary that he just did is so good.
That guy is one of the best original, do-it-yourself guys I've ever met. He is the blueprint.
Yeah.
He knows everything. New electronics come out, I'm on it.
Mm-hmm.
COVID, give me a Sprinter van, tour around America and shoot a movie.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore, I'll marry her.
Yeah, whatever you got.
Whatever. Dude. He fucking did it.
Yeah, he did it all.
And he's still doing it. So we're touring, and then I'll be also Comedy Cellar in Vegas in May, and then the Fort Collins Comedy Fort in June, and then I don't know where after that.
Well, look, you can follow him at DeanDelRey.com. Check out the special. Thank you for coming in, man. This has been great.
For having me,
for sure. Anytime. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
This has been Sam Roberts Show. If you missed anything or want to hear it all over again, check out Sam Roberts Show on the SXM app.
Greetings and citations, fine shit.
Yeah, I know, but that string, the end of the string, we haven't seen the string extend in years.
But they're timeless classics.
Well, they're wedding songs. They're not timeless classics.
They're wedding songs that I wish I wrote.
Well, that's fine. Yeah. But there's a big difference between I wish I wrote so I could share in the profits and this is like just good music that I like to jam to. You know what I mean?
I mean, good music is good music. It doesn't matter.
There's a huge difference between good music that's appropriate for a wedding and good music that's like, no, I actually listened to this. Is this payphone?
Yeah.
This is... And I get it. He's wearing a tank top.
Yeah.
You can see his tats. He's dirty in this video. And Troy likes that.
Oh, yeah, because it shows he's rugged.
Right. He's got a rugged thing about him. Oh. He didn't get the memo that we're not doing skits before music videos
it's a story.
anymore. Oh, I forgot about the story.
You got to understand.
Yeah. After all,
Although
it
we'll
is
just jump into it.
1991. Oh, there's a bank robbery in the payphone video.
That's on that day.